ciencia.
Ame la ciencia.
Don't let them finish in you, queen. Stay in control. Keep it wrapped, keep it locked. Protect your soul. Healthy sugar walls, future shining bright. Protect your coochie, queen. Hold that crown tight. Yo, listen up, ladies. Real talk in the booth. Every late night move could mess with your truth. Raw without a plan, that's a risky game. One slip could flip the script and change your whole name. Your body is a temple, treat it like a vault. Don't let sweet talk make you lower the guard. Want that clear skin, strong energy, peace of mind. Make them earn respect, boundaries on the line. No pressure, no stress, you the boss of your lane. Smart choices only, that's how queens remain. Don't let them finish in you, queen. Stay in control. Keep it wrapped, keep it locked. Protect yourself. Healthy sugar walls, future shining bright. Protect your coochie, queen. Hope.
I freaking did it too early. Cause I wanted to say, hold that thing down tight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I be jamming to that music, baby. I be jamming to that. I can't believe I broke it like that. My bad. My sincere bad. Dude. All right, we about to have a good old time today, y'all. I'm telling you. And now, I just want, for those of you who are new to my channel, because I get a lot of people. I can always tell when somebody don't know who I am, or know who I am but don't do any background info about me. You know what I'm saying? So, just so we are clear, I don't like Candace Owens, And I really don't like the Wilsons. And between Andrew and Rachel, I hate Rachel more than I hate Andrew, but I also hate Andrew. Now, so I am not here to defend either one of them. However, let me just say this, because I'm going to have to give you guys the crash course, because I don't want to bore my audience who have been with me from day one. Okay? I have been against Candace Owens ever since she came on the conservative, from the left to the right, as red pill black. Okay? And once she came after, she had a doxing site, and I found out by it from Harmful Opinions. I threw out the sound alarm. White conservatives, because black conservatives like Brandon Tatum, who else was there? Hold on. Hold on. What is his name? What is the one who faked his death and then he ended up? Oh, ABL backstabbed me. No, Diamond and Silk. No. King Face. Thank you, TJ. No. Diamond and Silk ain't in this. No. Diamond and Silk never liked Candace Owens. If any of you all want to know about what went down with any black conservatives, talk to me. Don't talk to these pro-blacks, okay? They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't even read court documents. Diamond and Silk never liked Candace Owens. They never accepted her. Even when Trump tried to make them work together, Diamond and Silk said, hell, really Diamond more. Rest in peace, Diamond. Diamond said, hell to the no. Diamond and Silk was never part of Turning Point USA's shenanigans or Blexit. They never touched it. Brandon Tatum, Anthony B. Logan, King Face, Terrence, who is it? This is a whole bunch of them, right? So they knew that they was going to eat good, because at that time, it was Bryson Gray. TJ knows. TJ is over here giving all the facts. Okay, so TJ is basically dropping all the receipts on who was there. Bryson Gray, absolutely Bryson Gray. He would walk around with this big, huge styrofoam "Make America Great Again" hat. White people loved it. Oh my God. Anyway, so I was the only one on the right. The only one on the right. The only one who was actively going after her. And for personal reasons too, because she had my full docs on her website. So I've been going after her, and I gave up, thanks to TJ reminding me, in 2023. Or was it 2022? I'm not sure. Okay. I just said, forget it. Because remember when I told you all, stop, black women. I don't know if y'all was around here. 2023, thank you, TJ. I said, stop listening to these men, these nasty, crusty ass, or you could say white men, because there's some white men who will say, the racist white men who will say that. So you got the crusty dusties, and then you got the Neanderthal males talking about sound black women are the least desirable in the world. That is a freaking lie. When I tell you this, Candace Owens, and I'm saying this as somebody who is her enemy, she is showing you that no, black women are very desirable. This white man paid her, a black woman, $300,000 to debate her.
Boom! Headshot!
Tell me, don't you ever fix your damn mouth to tell me that a black woman ain't powerful and desirable. No other race of women can say something like that. No other race of women. And when I kept telling y'all, I was like, listen, I am extremely tall. It ain't got nothing to do with no cute. No, it has nothing to do with cute. Trust me, it has nothing to do with her being cute. And I think, men, y'all need to sit this out, because I'm talking to women. Because, see, y'all think with your dinglings. I'm telling women to think with your mind, your power. You need to understand how powerful you are. And white women, too. My sisters, listen. I'm going to get to you in a minute. I love you, too. Your biggest problem is that you have relied on your man to save you, to protect you, to guard you, to everything you. And he has made you a walking soft target. This is the reason why when pimps want to get a harem, they seek you out. Not only because everybody wants, a lot of guys want, when these refugees came to Germany, I was like, oh my God, I gotta save my white German girls, because that's who they want to pursue. Because they know that you're not going to give them that much fight. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Epstein didn't have any black, Latino, or Hispanic women in his island. Why? Because these type of women are unpredictable and are less likely to be controlled. You can probably get them in the beginning, but they'll wake up eventually. And white women, God bless them, have been taught to no, let daddy do it. No, let your brother do it. No, let your husband do it. No, let your boyfriend do it. Whereas you have women and Asian women too. You're going to have to put white women and Asian women in the same category. Where you have black, Latino, and Hispanic, or white women who grew up in the trailer parks or some low income housing where they had to fight on their own, or if they grew up around black people, they will have to learn how to fight. That's what's going on with white women, is that you all are walking targets because the world has now gotten accustomed to you not physically fighting back. You also just, how they say if you get attacked, you either fight, freeze, fawn, or flee. And you're known to either freeze or fawn. And I want to help you. I love you too. You're my sisters. I want to help you get out of that mindset. Because that's where you're weak. Now, black women are weak in other areas. But in this area here, because one thing, black women, that makes me mad. Let me get on you. So I already got on white women. Let me get on y'all sisters. You all just walk into a situation you know is never going to end well for you, and you just do it anyway. You think, well, that's not going to happen to me. A man with 3 baby daddies. Sorry, a man with 3 baby mamas. Sorry. And y'all gonna know who I'm talking about when I say this. A man with 3 children, one by 3 different women, come into your life and you go, I'm different. He gonna wife me. I'm gonna be the different one. He gonna love me. And he cheats on your ass and make you look like a dumbass. And then he embarrasses you in front of the world and say, you my baby mama, I won you, dumbass.
Boom, headshot.
But guess what? And she ain't black, but I mean, come on. Or we're going to have to get on our girl. Okay? Nikki, because Nikki gets with a PDF file, registered PDF file, and she's like, well, he been with me. I've known him since high school. Girl, please. Are you serious? You dating? And black women date below, they date down. That's my biggest problem with black women. Y'all love to take the trash and say, I do to it. The best barber the builders are black women. And I'm gonna tell you, sister, something. Then I'm gonna compliment you. My problem with you is that you get a broke down man And then you say, don't worry, honey, I'm a work 2 jobs, and so you can go to school to be a lawyer. I'm going to cook, clean. I'm going to make sure you got some peace of mind. All right. I'm going to make sure everything is provided for you. The only thing you got to do is worry about going to school, and I'm going to make your life as stress-free as possible. Now, she's doing that, thinking that this is an investment, not realizing that he will use you until he makes it. And once he makes it, he will dump your ass for somebody who was not there when he made it. Why? Because he does not want the world to know that he was down and out, that he was struggling and surviving with your ass, so that you don't go around telling all his co-workers, all his golf buddies that you were there from the beginning. I was there when the nigga was broke. I was there when we were eating nothing but ramen noodles. I was there when he was going and getting groceries with my EBT card. I was there from thick and thin. We were on an air mattress. I mean, yeah, I was there from the beginning when he was broke down. That man don't want no woman telling him and reminding him of his past. He will dump your ass and get a basically a arm candy that was never there from the beginning. And that makes me angry with you dumbass women when y'all do that. Hey Cat! Those two are both egomaniacs, trash slap cats, debaters. Hi Cat! That my boo-boo right there. Hey, thank you so much for the Canadian $5. Now, I agree. Those two are egomaniacs. They are. Okay. So that's what I want y'all to understand, right? So, Andrew Wilson paid Candace Owens $300,000. $300,000, and he's being dragged on the internet. Now, I didn't watch the debate when it first came out. I tried to watch a little bit of it. I just can't. I just don't like these two. Now, since I don't like them, I'm coming to you from a different perspective. Oh, let me finish my Candace Owens situation. So when Candace Owens started to show her true colors, people started to slowly turn against her. All right. And then when she just went totally unhinged, I had so many people say, Tree, can you help us? Tree, you know all her backstory. Tree this, Tree that. I'm like, no. See, I am so at peace, and I'm grateful that Candace is doing what she's doing, because every last person that told me to shut up because Candace, back in 2017, because Candace was the Harriet Tubman for the Republican Party to get all the black people off the Democratic plantation. You all can kiss my black ass now. I hope your rabid dog bites the shit out of you. I hope she eats your face off. I'm never going to sit up. And people were like all on my timeline like, why you keep going after the Wilsons and not Candace? Because I want Candace to keep tearing y'all asses up. It's vengeance. It is. I'm transparent. It's vengeance. I'm not going to get in the way. And I've said this on my Twitter several times. I've said this on my Twitter. I said, I am not going to help you guys, nor will I interfere with what Candace is doing, because this is what you get for basically telling me to kiss your ass, telling me to stop interfering with the Harriet Tubman of the Republican Party, telling me to basically, you need to shut up because we need to save the blacks, as if they actually saved them, okay, from the Democratic plantation, as you called it. So take it from one plantation to another, right? Y'all basically, they did me dirty. And my fans who were here during that time remember that. So now, I have no interest in doing anything or saying anything against Candace. I am literally cheering that crazy whack out bitch up on. And she wacko, by the way. Now, y'all already know why I don't like Andrew Wilson. like, he's just a bad person. But he is, let me just say this about Andrew Wilson. Andrew Wilson and Rachel Wilson, I want you to understand their biggest kryptonite, getting arrogant. They get so arrogant that they start getting cocky. And this is the reason why they are hated. Because I don't like bullies. This is, as you can see on my Twitter page, on my Twitter bio, I'm the bully's bully. I like to fight. I go after people who go after innocent people. And I don't like when people attack women because they're just women. And as you can see in my timeline, all of this was going on when, of course, I definitely don't like no Islam, but I don't really type that much. So y'all already seen that from last week. So So I have been going after Rachel more than I have Andrew, because I want y'all to understand who is behind Andrew and who runs that relationship. Rachel is 5 years older than Andrew. Rachel is alpha. Andrew is, I know y'all think Andrew is alpha. Andrew is not. Andrew switch, but he loves aggressive women. And the reason why he regrets the whole same thing of challenging a black woman to a debate bit him in the ass for the second time. When he challenged me, he rage quit. He rage quit. And me and Brittany, we tag team his ass ever since. Now, Rachel, on the other hand, and I have to give it to Brittany. Brittany did a better job going after Rachel than I did when it comes to like personal attacks. Me, I was like, this heifer is a hoe. Here's when she was with Brian, the first baby daddy. Chad. Brian was the second baby daddy. Here she was when she was with Chad, the first baby daddy. She done cheated on him with Brian, but she had 2 kids with Chad, and then she left Chad for Brian, and then Brian, she had a son, and basically she's a terrible mom, trying to keep him, use the court system to keep him away from something like this. They lie so much, and this is where I said right here, because Rachel goes around and saying she knows she looked like a hoe because she is a hoe. By the way, there's nothing wrong with hoes. I don't care. I don't care about hoes. All right. There go Brett. There she go. That go my girl. He played copywritten music. Who are you talking about? I thought he would bust out on an iPad after refused to get him the legal trial. What? She always says he was abusive, but then what about baby daddy number 1? What was her? Yeah. So that's what I'm about to get into. So she lies and said that she comes from an abusive home. That there's no abuse because ladies, and I'm only talking to the ladies, if you got your ass beat by your man or husband and you were in a divorce court, wouldn't you mention that he put hands on you during the divorce proceedings? Because she's only been married once. Well, twice to Andrew. But she was shacking up with baby daddy number 1. Okay. Baby daddy number 2 is the one she said he took her. Andrew said he ripped her tongue out. Let's listen to this because I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. People, you guys got to stop believing these people. They're professional liars. So I said, Andrew and Rachel Wilson lie. All they do is tell lies. When these evil people make a claim, demand proof for them. So whenever she says I was in a hospital because he tore my head off, make her produce proof. To save face for having so many baby daddies in her past, Rachel goes around saying that she was abused by both. Those men never laid a hand on her. Now, listen to her. And does this sound like somebody who has been abused, or do they sound like an abuser? Now, I want y'all to know I'm a very strategic A-logger. Again, I'm a very strategic A-logger. I am sitting on tons of receipts as I sit here today. I'm sitting on a ton of them, but I strategically release them when the time is appropriate. I've been sitting on this one for a while. And once it was time for me to basically show everybody what a POS Rachel was, this is when I started going after her. This was the first receipts I started laying out.
If I'm getting like a really bitchy attitude with him that's totally undeserved, he'll be like, you need to go take a nap. And you don't talk to me like that. You know, I always tell this story about when we first started dating and I was being kind of a brat and I threw a remote control at him for some reason.
Grown woman, talking about grown ass woman in her 30s talking about I'm being a brat. Let that sit in.
Don't even remember what it was, but I was just being a sassy brat. And he just looked at me and he went, I don't date girls who throw things at me. So I'm going to leave now. And if you ever want to see me again, you should call me and apologize. And he just walked out. Now, he didn't yell. He didn't get into a fight with me. He just calmly asserted, like, this is a boundary that you don't cross, that I won't put up with. And at first I was like, what a jerk. I got like, I got in my feelings about it. And then I went, oh, crap. Am I the girl that throws things? Am I the girl that throws stuff at guys? Like, I don't want to be her. I don't want to be like that. And then I was like, dang it, he's right. So just my ability to say to myself, yeah, like objectively, he's right. That was out of pocket, obnoxious behavior. And no man who respects himself is going to want that. Helped me. It helped me to correct behavior, like habits that I had probably picked up growing up that I didn't even know that I had. And he was just calmly assertive. He never yells at me. He doesn't raise his voice to me, like really ever. He'll just calmly be like, no, that's not happening. This is what we're going to do. And sometimes most of the time he takes a lot of care to like explain what he's thinking. But sometimes he's like, look, I don't have time or patience to explain this
if
right now.
If y'all want to know why I put all this stuff in there, it's because it's like, I don't want this heifer to sit up here and say that I took her out of context. And by the way, I got another one of her saying that she's abusive. This is not the one I really wanted to upload, by the way. But there's another one I wanted to put out there. But like I said, I am sitting on receipts. The more these people keep attacking women, the more I'm going to just slow drip that thing. I'm going to start slow dripping receipts after receipts.
Now, this is just what I need you to do, and you got to trust me. And I go, okay.
Right. So I'm not going to play. What time is it? Because I don't want to get too deep. Okay. I think I can play this early. How long have I been streaming? Okay. Oh, it's 28 minutes. All right. Y'all ready for trailer trash Jerry Springer style? Here we go. Again, sitting on receipts right here.
You could insult me as much as you want.
I wouldn't, because I'm not that kind of person.
I'm gonna come around the table and get in your face and push your chair.
Because I'm a bigger person
You
than
did that shit because you know that as a
slapping
woman.
his lip.
No, shut your fucking mouth.
You know what's funny?
You thought that you could
in some
come around the
cultures,
table
it would be very fucking laughable that his wife is fighting his battles.
Keep shaking, bitch. Keep shaking, bitch. Keep crying, bitch. Because you only thought you could come around this table.
Look at that roll. I thought she was on Ozempic. Did I get gaslit? Because hold on. I could have sworn she lost weight. I could have sworn I saw a video that she lost weight. Did she gain that weight back in 2 months? I'm not the only one. She won't look good for her husband. Brittany, them two not even wearing their wedding rings, honey. They are not in a intimate marriage. They are, and let me tell you something. I'll be dropping more receipts on that one later.
Boom,
I'll be
headshot.
that is receipts in the future. See, one thing I love about the Wilsons, okay? The one thing I love about the Wilsons is they telling themselves. They telling themselves. And all I gotta do is just sit back and just watch and just clip. That's all I do. I gotta clip it. That's all. These two are not in a loving marriage. They're just roommates. He is over her. And because her self-esteem is in hell, 5x3, by the way. You know what I'm saying? She's the one who puts up the ruse, the pretenses, like, oh yeah, we're in a loving marriage, blah, 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 this and the other. But yeah, I promise you guys, I remember seeing a video of her back in June or maybe the last week of April, because I remember talking to Jasmine about it. And I was like, oh, okay, somebody is on Ozempic because she lost weight. No, look at that roll right there. And them flabby ass titties.
Say everything with the power and vigor in my voice because I have strength and I'm not going to.
Oh, you got strength?
Yeah, I've got strength. Oh, you're getting up. Yeah.
Imagine going to bed with that. She got a big case of Nasitol. She got about 3 rolls. And I'm like, what's the point of standing up? Now, I want you to understand, this is what I said. I said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the new queen of the conservative traditional Christian trad wives. I should have put Orthodox Christian because I didn't want to loop her with, you know, the regular Christians. But, you know what I'm saying? This right here, like, to stand up, like really? Are you serious? Who wants this next to them? Men, y'all want this next to you? Okay, black men don't say nothing because y'all would take a 800-pound white woman because she white. But this thing right here, y'all want next to her? Y'all don't want next to you? Really?
Oh, you're getting up. Yeah, mental strength. Get up right now. Mental strength.
You said
Stop talking over your man, please. Your man needs to talk. Please.
Why does my man need to talk?
Let your man talk for you.
No, he doesn't need to fight bitches. I fight bitches.
Guys.
Oh, okay.
Guys. No fighting. Let's not fight. Let's not.
Okay. So that's that, right? So we'll get to this in a minute. Let's go ahead and start the debate. All right. Now, I'm never a fan of Brandon Tatum. Y'all know I didn't like him. Okay. So do you believe Candace's ideas about y'all? Okay. I'm going to say this only once. And after I say this, I want you all chat, those of you in the chat, to repeat it if anybody else asks me this. Okay. I never liked Charlie Kirk. And the reason why I never liked Charlie Kirk is because when we destroyed Candace as Red Pill Black in 2017, she was so destroyed with the help of the feminists, the liberals, and the centrists. Those were the only people that joined me to get that site taken down because the conservatives was all on Candace's tit. And they didn't care that she had my full docs and she was going to release a doxing site called Social Autopsy. Now, when we destroyed her and ruined her name as Red Pill Black, she left. This is important because you need to understand why I don't like Charlie Kirk. And this is going to answer your question, but you need some context. She left. She skedaddled. She just dropped off. She shows up and do a fake TED talk, and then she disappeared. The next time I see that heifer, she's standing by Charlie Kirk.
Boom, headshot.
Charlie Kirk, who's already in trouble for some racial shit he has said in reference to West Points and blacks being accepted and him being denied. I'll talk about that on another video. He needed to show that he is not racist, which pisses me off about white conservatives or white people in general. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, stop with the identity politics. At that time, we were supposed to be the side that don't do identity politics. But all we were doing was identity politics. Blacks for Trump, gays for Trump, women for Trump, Hispanics for Trump, Latinos for Trump. Like, oh my God. It was like all of this identity politics. And so Charlie Kirk started Turning Point USA. And he needed Candace to be his right-hand man or right-hand woman. And he resurrected her, told her to stop calling herself Red Pill Black and start using her regular name. And he made her unstoppable today. The reason why y'all will never be able to destroy Candace Owens is because of Charlie Kirk. And if you go to my original channel, Tree of Logic, you will see countless videos of me coming for Charlie Kirk because he took this awful, evil bitch who he knew was not a good person, but because he wanted to show how he was not racist. And I don't believe Charlie Kirk is racist or was racist. He's no longer here. But the whole thing, he had to play identity politics. He made Candace Teflon. You can't touch her. So when she turns around and do all this, I have a big ass smile on my face. So what do I care? What do I think about Charlie Kirk's murder and Candace's idea? I don't give a fuck. If I don't like you, why should I care that you're dead? I feel for his kids because I don't think any child should grow up without a father. He looked like he was an excellent father, and I don't think any children should grow up without a father. I don't care about Erica Kirk because I talked about her ass back then too when they were just dating. Y'all don't even know this, but when Erica Kirk and Charlie Kirk was dating, Candace would get into Erica Kirk's ass. And would Erica defend herself? Hell no. Charlie would have to step in and basically calm Candace down. And this, back to my white sisters, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You depending upon your man to fight your battles. That's going to get you fucked up in society. And it has been getting you fucked up in society. The reason why Candace can basically go after Erica and knowing that Erica not going to say nothing back to her is because Erica is not a fighter. She sent Charlie to do her fight. Well, guess what? What happens when your man's not there? What happens when your man is not there to defend you? Then what? Then what you gonna do? If you don't know how to fight and defend yourself, you will be piled on. People from all kinds of corners of the world will come for you because they realize, oh, you're an easy target and you'll never defend yourself. So, in conclusion, I don't care. I don't care about this case. I don't care about her ideas. I don't care about her this murder. I don't care. I don't care about it. Because I am still angry that Charlie Kirk made Candace unstoppable and untouchable. And therefore, as far as I'm concerned, hey, it is what it is. You created her. She's destroying your legacy. Sounds karmatic to me. Sounds all right to me. So stop, y'all. So please understand, I don't care about this case. I don't care. Okay, I want y'all to understand, I don't care. But every last person that was basically mad at Candace today was swinging from her tit when she was with Charlie Kirk and TPS. They swear that was the best thing next to sliced bread. So if you loved her back then, you should still love her now. So I don't want that. So there's that. So let that be known of how I feel about this whole entire case, this murder, this, that, and the other, and Charlie. Those of you didn't even know I had bad blood for Charlie only because of what he did for Candace. Candace would have never gotten into PragerU if it wasn't for Charlie Kirk. Candace would have never been hired on Daily Wire if it wasn't for Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk made Candace just as powerful as he was. And now that he's gone, good luck trying to get rid of her, y'all. I didn't know you felt that way about Charlie. Thanks for informing us. Yeah, because a lot of y'all just don't know my backstory because y'all don't know. And it's not your fault. A lot of y'all are new. But a lot of y'all didn't know the backstory with Candace, me, Brandon Tatum. Like, when I tell you there's some old lore, y'all be surprised. And all y'all got to do is go to my original channel, Tree of Logic. It's still there. It's still archived. It is a lot of backstory to what has happened when from 2000. I came on the political scene in 2016 all the way up to now. All right. And I'm leaving politics because I'm done. I'm over it. That's what. But the biggest thing is I can leave peaceful. How did she weasel into Charlie's good graces? She didn't. What happened was, Kat, Charlie found her. Because we had destroyed her, he realized that she was in a position where she would join him no matter what. Because Candace loves the spotlight. Candace loves to be the center of attention. Candace loves eyes on her. Candace loves to be a part of a winning team. And Charlie Kirk was building a winning team. We didn't know it at the time, but he was. And so he got her on because she was at her. Again, emphasis, we destroyed her. She went underground for 6 months. 6 months. Because we destroyed her political presence as Red Pill Black. He resurrected her, for lack of better words, because she was right for the picking. He could get her at a discount price because she's damaged goods. She already had a bad background. Oh yeah, he knew what he was doing. So he got her at her lowest, and she said yes. So that's what I want to say. Is that it's all Charlie Kirk. I know some of y'all like Charlie Kirk. I just didn't. I never liked him. I'm so sorry he's dead. I'm so sorry. I did not. Nobody wish death on someone like that. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm sorry that happened to him. But I'm only sorry because of his children. He has beautiful children. But I'm sorry that they don't have a dad anymore, and they're gonna have like issues that they have to get counseling for. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Okay, so with Brandon Tatum is somebody I don't like because he joined along with Candace when she, after with the whole thing that she did against me, and so I'm not. A lot of people who are going after the people today, I have already went after them, and I'm bored. But I do admit with Brandon Tatum, it's like you paid Candace Owens $300,000. You paid her $300,000. Again, black women, stop letting people tell you you're least desirable. When somebody say that to you, say, not only am I very desirable, but y'all willing to pay money just to talk to us. That's crazy. And I'm the Dom here. Okay, here we go.
Now I guess there's a debate going on this Friday. Candace and Andrew Wilson, I think his name is. He gave her $300,000 to debate her. What world are we living in that a human being can be so stupid to think that if this person is wrong, I'm going to pay you $300,000
True.
to argue with you on your platform?
Yes. Hold on.
That's going to have.
Hold on. Her platform. By the way, I watched a replay of that. Woo! did you guys see them super chats? 500, 100, 500, 500, 500, 100, $150, 500, 100. What? I said, oh my God, they got deep pockets over here. So not only did she get $300,000, she also has to pay a little percentage of that to PBD, which we would. PBD just sat there, man. We're gonna talk about him in a minute. I would have to say, and I'm being honest, again, gotta remind you guys, I don't like no daggone Candace Owens, okay? All right. Where's his go at, Lily? Is he at $150,000 or something? I want you to know that with all the super chats, okay, all the super chats that she got, I'm willing to say that Candace has made over $500,000 off of this. Easily. $500,000 easily. Okay. So she came out like a bandit, and I was thinking like, oh my God, he's only at 77,000, Lily. What? He's at 77. Oh my God, I could have sworn he was at 150. I thought he was at 150 by now. See, you know he lost when he doesn't even break $100,000. Oh God, that was so satisfying. Oh my God. Didn't Brandon give Erica millionaire self a check? Absolutely he did. I covered that video on that. I covered that, and that's a video on this channel about it. Y'all know I'm against giving multi-millionaires money, right? Y'all know I'm against that. It's been enough time. He is not even getting that money back. Oh my God. And that's how you know he didn't do that well, because had he done well, he would at least hit 150,000 by now. But he's being dragged. And I'm going to show you why he lost, okay? I'm going to show you why Andrew lost. But we'll go back into it. Let's finish with Brandon saying, Brandon bug-eyed Tatum.
Dollars to argue with you on your platform that's going to have 300,000 people watching, where you're going to make all the money. Mm-hmm. You're going to make $400,000 just for me to argue with you.
No, $500,000. She was getting huge. When I tell y'all she was getting big super chats. See, ladies, this is what I want y'all to start thinking. Get out of the victim mindset, please. Get out of the whole, stop listening to these damaged men, these incel men, these bitter men try to convince you that you are inferior, you're bad, you're not. You are powerful. You are so powerful. I wish you would know how powerful you are. I really do. And I'm going to do everything I can to help you all realize that. But when you look, and I'm telling you, I don't like no Candace Owens. I don't like her. But when I saw those huge super chats, I said the power of women.
Boom, headshot.
In this case, the power of a black woman. Y'all got to come on. You all are more powerful than you give yourself credit for, ladies. Okay? If you only knew how powerful you are.
You can't be that stupid.
So she made over $500,000 easily.
I wouldn't pay anybody money to debate me. What are they going to pay you to debate me for? We can debate for free. You already going to get the revenue for the debate being on your channel. Why would I pay you money?
See, Andrew paid $300,000 because he was clout sharking. He thought I could never lose. And now you want to hear something so sad? And I'm ashamed to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Maybe Turning Point USA did pay him some money to go after Candace. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, why would you do this? Only for Candace. And again, I don't care about this case, but based upon what I saw, makes me think, well, damn, maybe he is a patsy. I mean, she put doubt in my mind, and I don't like her. It made me go, but I don't care. I don't care about no damn Tyler. I don't care. I don't care about him. But when you got me going, that don't make no damn sense. So now, if Turning Point USA really motivated financially or just conversationally, Andrew Wilson to go against Candace Owens to shut down the narrative about Tyler Robinson being Charlie Kirk's killer, it had the opposite effect. It had the opposite effect. I just thinking like, what in the hell? Why would you do that? Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into it, all right? So I'm going to do my best to show, because, okay, so what I was doing was looking for clips that were pro Candace, because there's endless. Shout out to, I gotta give a big shout out to my girl Lily, because Lily gave me a lot of receipts. Lily, I didn't watch the debate because I was like, I'm not gonna sit there and watch no 4-hour debate, but it ended up being 3 hours. So, but there was so many clips about Candace, and what did I tell you all? The person with the best clips won. It don't even matter if that's not the case in person. Like with Charlie, that Charlie girl from Twitch, where she says, your wife has 3 baby daddies and was married twice before, right? And that clip went, and he said, you lick sniz, and then that clip went internationally viral. Well, if you actually sit there and watch the debate, she lost. She was terrible during that debate, but the clip made her a winner. So as far as we're concerned, she destroyed Andrew Wilson because that clip went viral. When it comes to clips, the clip that's going around are all pro Candace Owens clips. So I had to literally go and dig for some pro Andrew Wilson clips. And my boy Milk Bar, I adore this guy. This is my boo. This is my baby right here. He keeps his foot on the back of Candace's neck. So I was like, you know what? Nathan would have the pro Candace clips. And so I got 2. There was only it was only 2 where there's endless videos of it. Anyway, so here we go. So this is a pro Candace clip. So this is Nathan said, Candace Owens, show the text message that you read. Andrew, I'll do it on my show. Can I ask why? Andrew said, well, because I want to drip out the evidence. Got to drip out the evidence to keep people coming back to my show, right? So this is a dig at Candace, because that's what Candace do, is she'll drip small evidence, quote. I don't know. I don't watch Candace's show, but this is what I hear a lot of people say, is that Candace says, I'm going to show you a little bit of piece of this. And that's how she keeps her audience coming back every time she streams. To me, it's a brilliant marketing move, but here we go. So this is a pro Andrew Wilson clip.
You said you had some new evidence at the beginning of the.
Oh yeah, we should show that text
new
message that you read, just because I think that's important for the public. You shared it out of context.
I'll do it on my show. I'll share the text.
So you're going to read it on my show, but not show it?
Correct.
Okay.
So I'll show it on my show, but that's what I'll do. I'll show it on my show.
Can I ask why?
Well, because I want to drip out the evidence. You know, that's got to drip out that evidence, keep people coming back for the show, right?
I don't know if snark serves you so well.
I'm just saying, like, yeah.
That did rubber the that did rubber the wrong way, because he actually clowning on it. But if if you don't know, so here's the bad thing about this clip. If you did not know the context, you would be like scratching your head. You know what I'm saying? You would scratch your head like, what is he saying? But because those of us who know the lore of Candace's show, we get the dig. We get what he's digging at, right? And it's a good one.
Right. Drip out the evidence, you know. That's got to drip out that evidence, keep people coming back for the show, right?
I don't know if snark serves you so well.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'll release it there. Yeah, that's my intention.
You said you.
She did not like. Okay, all right. So that was one of them, right? Here's another one. Oh no, I think that's it. Is it? Okay. Wait. I thought there was another one from Nathan. Context of the okay. Never mind. Okay. Now, this is where he goes wrong, right? Because he reads from his phone, and by the way, if you want to know where this comment comes from, it comes from what he does here. So let's play that. Right here is where he reads from his phone, doing his opening introduction.
September 9th, 2025. September 9th, 2025. I'm going to share the message with you today, which is the first time this information's ever been publicly revealed. On September 9th, Charlie's security team wrote to him, yes, law enforcement has been fully supportive and agreed to a security plan and posture. Tomorrow's event will be covered by both my team and the campus PD. If additional support is required, patrol units will be available. I have 11 on site. Charlie responded with this, okay, great. Remind them that they are there for one person's security only, because I'm somewhat worried the left is trying to kill me. That was a message sent September 9th. Whatever could he have meant by that? Well, I think he meant exactly what he said, that he was worried the left was going to try to kill him. Now, we'll discuss this more later on in the debate, and maybe I have more never-before-seen evidence that exposes just how wrong and, in my opinion, idiotic many of these conspiracy theories have been.
Now, Andrew loses here because you sit up here and you presented new evidence, but you don't show it. Because everybody's like, wait a minute, Erica said there was no text messages like that. And he was debunked about 15 minutes after saying that. And here we go. Like, Erica debunked him. And I guess she didn't mean to or whatever. But this is what she said about a couple of weeks after Charlie was murdered. Okay, here we go.
Charlie responded with this. Okay, great. Remind them that they are there for one person's security only, because I'm somewhat worried the left is trying to kill me. That was a message sent September 9th.
But he was not messaging people the day before saying, I'm going to be murdered. They're coming after me. Someone's going to kill me. He didn't say that. And I have his cell phone.
Charlie responded with this.
That was a bad look. That's a bad look. So you see how automatically, like, wait a minute, you're presenting this evidence and you still haven't shown such receipts. You still haven't shown that this is what Charlie Kirk says. But his own wife says, I have his phone. He never sent these texts. So where are you getting this information from? Yeah, exactly, Aya. That was his opening statement. Exactly. And I'm like, what in the hell? So that was bad. So this wasn't started off on a good foot at all. So here's one where okay, here's the second one I have. Okay, so this is, I knew I had two from Nathan. If you guys ever want to see any clips where Nathan is actually calling out Candace, you go to his. I love this guy. He's so great. But go to his actual Twitter. So right here he says, Candace Owens completely collapses when Andrew asks her to provide evidence for her claim that Israel and France were involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. Now, again, I don't know all the people that she blamed, but I have seen clips of her saying it was Mossad, it was Bibi, it was possibly Erica, it was Israel, it was the Macron. You know what I'm saying? I've seen her do all of this. But because I don't give a damn about the case, I just look at the clips and just laugh and I keep going, right? But here is a W, because like I said, I'm gonna be balanced because I'm gonna show you all of, and this is about the last pro Andrew Wilson, by the way. This is the last pro Andrew Wilson clip. The rest of them are all pro Candace because Candace had better clippable moments than Andrew, and that's why she is viewed as the winner. Okay, so let's watch this one.
I think France and Israel are involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, and I'm going to put that out there with full confidence.
Okay.
I also
involvement. I understand.
Yeah.
So you think you with full confidence you think that
I think Israel's
France
involved.
and Israel.
Yeah, I mean, the person that gave me that thing that I reported said that French Foreign Legion were on the ground that day. Mm-hmm. Again, this would be at a professional limitation for me to then go and probe that information that I handed over. I can't do that. I'm not the United States government. But you don't have any
positive evidence of that,
okay.
right?
Liz, I don't. Can you just stop? It's actually just like annoying to hear you keep saying positive evidence. I've just asked me what I think, and I just tell you, yes, I think they are
that's
involved.
That's a claim.
No, I said here's what I think.
I have every right to ask you about your claim.
Yeah, but
and if there's positive evidence
in
for
this
your
statement,
claim,
I literally just said I think, and I am allowed to think. And
yeah,
you
you're
keep
allowed
saying,
to think,
you have
but you're making a
evidence?
claim.
I have tons of positive evidence that I'm allowed to think.
I agree. You're allowed to think.
Okay. So,
nobody's disputing whether or not Candace Owens is allowed to think. What I'm asking is if you have
what's your issue then? What is your issue with the statement?
Evidence.
I think that Israel is involved.
That's not just what you said. You said
I did say I think.
It's with full confidence.
Yes.
You would think that if you had full
confidence. Can you have confidence to think when you think?
If I said, for instance, I think I'm going to be late to work, right, with full confidence, I would say my evidence for that is that I'm 20 minutes away and I need to be there in 5.
Andrew.
That's how you would know whether or not you had full confidence.
I'm going to tell you something.
Hang on, let me finish.
Sure.
Let me finish.
Oh, what? This is the part that made me like, hey, PBD, do your job, nigga. So, PBD, I didn't watch the full debate, by the way, was just sitting there. Andrew kept interrupting. Again, I don't like no goddamn Candace Owens, but he kept interrupting her. And that's his tactic, okay? Now, thank God I'm a loudmouth black woman because he couldn't do that with me. And when we debated, he could never get an opportunity to do that with me, okay? Now, everybody's like, well, I said, Candace got a big mouth. Candace know how to yell. Candace know how to shout, right? But this was it was better optics because she's pregnant, all right? Everybody expect her to get mad because Andrew's purpose was to get her angry, okay? And it didn't work. So I guess she did win in that aspect because he kept interrupting her, because PBD did not do his job. Why did they pick him as a moderator? I do not know. He got paid just to sit. Somebody said PBD got paid to sit in a sneako chair and just watch the debate. Because if you as a moderator would have said, no, Andrew, let her speak. No, so what has happened is that he interrupted her and took over the conversation. So when she tried to get the conversation back, he says, no, don't interrupt me. But you interrupted her. You interrupted her several times. I cannot believe you got me defending this heifer. So I just want you to know that that's what happened. He took over the argument, talked over her, and then when she tried to get the conversation back, He basically said, no, don't interrupt me. What? You can't. And oh my God, PBD let it happen. Okay.
If it was the case that I said I have full confidence I'm going to be late to work, I would say my evidence that I'm going to be is that work is 20 minutes away, right? And I have to be there in 5.
I've already debated Rachel and tore her up. That's another thing too. Y'all have not seen. I have debated Rachel and made that heifer chimp out. I have debated Rachel before I debated Andrew. So both of the Wilsons lost to me. Now, okay, just to be honest, just to be transparent, it was me and Destiny going against her and somebody else. But this heifer, I totally made her lose her mind. I shut her down. I got the clips. It was him or Rogan. I don't think Rogan would have made a good debater either. And we know we don't want no Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, to be doing it. I think the person that would have been a good moderator, and I don't like him, but he's anti Candace, so Candace would have never allowed it. Would have been Steven Crowder. I've seen Steven Crowder do it. I think Alex Jones would have been a good. I know y'all gonna come after me for that one. Okay, where can we see the debate? I'll probably bring it up. I got the video of it. I probably feature it on this channel. I think Alex Jones would have been a good debater. I mean, moderator. Yeah, Michael Knowles would have done a good thing too, but he didn't want to get involved in it.
So I have full confidence. That's why I would think that. So I'm asking, if you think that Israel and France were involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and you say with full confidence, I'm just asking for the evidence, or at least walk me through the...
Yeah, Destiny would have been a good moderator, and no, not Tucker. No, okay, I know y'all hate... I don't like Steven Crowder either, okay? Y'all gonna see me mention somebody I don't like, and I don't like Steven Crowder. I can't stand Steven Crowder, but I've seen Steven Crowder moderate, and he did a really good job. However, Candace and Steven Crowder hate each other, so it was never gonna happen anyway. Okay, Candace would have never allowed that. Just like if I was going to debate somebody and somebody said, let's have Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. We love gay men here. I would have been like, hell no, we ain't going to have no daggone Myron Gaines to moderate. What's wrong with you?
Mindset of why it is that you could think that with
I
evidence.
actually don't have to walk you through why I think. I can give you something that I think with full confidence. I think with full confidence that you lost the substance of this debate, and now you're moving toward things that I have said that I think, which I can do.
They're allowed to think that. To this debate.
Actually, would you like to remind him of what our debate claims actually were?
And would you like to remind you said I could ask you about any of these things to my heart's content?
Feel free, but you do not get to structure how I'm allowed to reply or ask me why are you allowed to think.
I'm not structuring how you're allowed to reply. I'm just asking you direct questions.
I have full confidence that you do not feel that you represented your claim well. And so now what you came prepared to do is to present yourself like a professor of fallacies.
I just want to know.
And to say, you are not allowed to say that. You can't.
You can say whatever you want. Nobody's disputing that. I'm asking.
It seems like you are disputing it. I think that when this is all said and done, I've already explained to you. I explained at the beginning of this why I think Israel is ultimately going to be proven to have involvement in this. I just explained to you in the middle, and now you're wanting me to structure the sentence or provide evidence. You don't have to. You're just allowed to think. And I've explained to you my thought process. I don't need to structure it in a sentence. If you feel like a professor today, you picked the wrong day.
Don't you think that like tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people would want to know what Candace Owens' positive evidence for why it is that Israel and France were involved in the most traumatic public assassination of Gen Z's lifetime is?
That's why they watch my podcast.
So you're just going to drip to them?
So that y'all get the drip part. So y'all get the drip part. Yeah, let me somebody sent me. Hold on. Somebody tagged me in PVD's man spread, and I was like, okay, so this is what somebody like she was Marina. She had tagged me in this. And this shows Rachel. This is what Rachel said. Are we really not going to talk about how Patrick Bet David spread the whole entire debate? My guy was out here crotch mogging everybody, and we're just not going to mention it. Crying, laughing in the face, dead skull emoji. Now, maybe, I kid you not, guys, and it's just me, but I was ignoring PBD. But once she made it attention, I'm thinking like, why are you're a married woman? Why are you looking at, and maybe because I am a married woman, I'm not paying attention to the fact that he got his legs spread. But now that she brought my attention to it, okay, wow! Why are you got your legs spread that far? Well, hold on. But Rachel, that just goes to show you Rachel is not, she's in a sexless marriage because I didn't even pay attention to the man spread. If you're a single woman, you should pay attention, okay? Single women should see this. Married women like myself, we didn't give this no mind. I didn't even notice it. I didn't know he had his legs spread like that. I was watching all these clips and I'm like, hold on. You guys don't see it all the way. Hold on. There we go. I didn't even recognize that. I was like, what? What in the hell? I said to myself, okay, yeah, baby daddy number 4. I love the baby daddy jokes. Right? I do. Hold on a second. Where are we? This one. Okay, yeah, we are. No, is it this one? Oh no, I got another clip. Wait a minute, did we see this one? Okay, I got another clip. I got another pro Candace clip from Milk Bar. Did we see this one? And now, hold on. Damn it, Rachel. Now that she had mentioned it, I can't unsee. I cannot stop looking at PBD now. Cause I'm telling you, when I was like, I can't stop looking at him now, and I hate that she brought that up to our attention.
Every point that you brought up, did you feel like this is beyond a reasonable doubt? I mean, you realize
remember what I said in my opening.
Going to be.
It's not beyond a reasonable doubt.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what I find convincing is what I find overwhelming.
So why are you so upset when people say they don't find it convincing?
If that was the limitation of the claims that you made, if it was just, wait a second, there's a little bit of problems. There's some problems in this case that I have questions for that I want answers to. Nobody would have a problem, actually. Least of all me. I would be the least likely person to have an issue with it, you, any of your fans, anybody saying. In fact, I've had tons of Discord calls about this. My position's always been clear. Of course, conspiracies exist. Some of them have way better evidence than others. But I've seen them myself. I know conspiracy. In fact, the federal government has hundreds of thousands of laws about conspiracies. They see them everywhere. We both know this, right? That's never what the problem is. The problem is when you make claims outside of, well, wait a second. I'm just questioning evidence here. I'm just questioning what the state's case is here. I'm just asking questions. It's when you make claims outside of that, where you claim that there's good evidence or good standards you should believe because, and then it turns out that it's all nonsense or it's wackadoo stuff or it makes no sense. And when we have a chance to cross-examine your evidence that you've presented, I'm going to show a lot of that. A lot of this conjecture that's based on literally nothing, that leads from no inferences whatsoever. Like you couldn't even infer it logically. That's the problem. The problem has never been whether or not you just said, you know, there's not enough in this case so far until we get to the trial. I remain unconvinced. I'm sure there's tons of people who remain unconvinced yet until we get to the trial. I think that's fine. I think it's fine. There's people who are convinced too. That's never been my problem. My problem is the claims which are external to that.
Okay. not sure I really care if you have a problem with what I think in my own spare time. I don't understand this like lecture that you just gave. But beyond that, what I'm saying is that
What
the
lecture?
state is allowed to use.
I didn't
this is
lecture
what
you.
this is what my problem is.
Again, PBD sucked at a moderator. I would have shut his ass down. Hey, she was quiet as while you went on your rant. Stop interrupting her. So this is why I'm glad I am a loud black woman.
Boom, headshot.
Because when you're going against someone who's bad faith, their goal is to interrupt you to basically get you angry or to actually disrupt your thinking patterns. This is by design. And whenever somebody does this to me, I just get louder. I understand her getting louder is bad optics at the moment, but it's part of my personality. And I've had many men do this to me. And I just get louder. And then I basically is like, hey, you're just talking over me because basically you know I'm basically destroying you. And that's why you're interrupting me, because you want people to forget that you're a loser. And then I'll say pedophile. I'll throw stuff out there that makes them shut up and put them on the defense. I'll play dirty too. I like doing the dirty thing. You want to play dirty, I'm going to play dirty with you. And guess what? You're going to come out with a lot of more mud than me, baby. So I don't understand what was his purpose there. We just sat there and watched him go on a rant, and she sat there quietly. Once she starts talking, he interrupts her. But that's how he debates. And I was telling this to Darius. I said, you got to study people. When you're debating them, you have to study them. You have to. So that you're prepared for their little tricks, and everybody shows you their tricks when they debate. And once you are prepared for it, you know how to deal with it.
What I think in my own spare time. I don't understand this like lecture that you just gave. But beyond that, what I'm saying is that
What
the
lecture?
state is allowed to use.
I didn't
this is
lecture
what
you.
this is what my problem is. You guys are not allowed. Yeah, you guys think while it's still legal. You can. You are allowed to do that. So, but anyway,
Nobody said you can't.
going back to.
Okay. So that wasn't much of a gotcha clip. Now, here's where we get to the pro Candace clips. So I want to just basically show you all of the pro Andrew clips. That's about all of them. It don't get any better than what I just showed you. But if you want to look at all the clips that just made people go, oh, goddamn, Candace won, these are one of them. Now, if you guys want to know, I don't necessarily have the tweet at the moment, but as you know, Andrew Wilson is stolen valor. These people lie a lot. And so Rachel tweeted out that she's so glad to be living with an Army sniper, an Army Ranger sniper. That way she knows that she can sleep good at night, okay? And she doesn't have to worry about him. But like I said, I don't have the tweet. This was tweeted in 2012. They lie so much. That's how I was able to basically destroy her. It's because I took her own tweets, Thoughts, and Lily. Lily even went through some of her tweets. And we saw so much. And Lily actually did some good background check on and found out that the daughter was gay. By the way, if you want to know how we found out the daughter was gay, Lily found that out, right? And because she looked so happy, I was like, we're not going to put her on blast. Because I could have put her in that video. I could have done it. I was like, nope. She looks very happy in her lesbian relationship. I love happy lesbians. I do. And so we're not going to mess with her. And that's how come when somebody put it out there that you want to sit up here and say homosexuality is disgusting. Well, damn, Heifer, your first daughter is a lesbian. Why would you say that? And we had to call her out on that. But anyway, so now this is where Candace calls him out, but Candace Candace drops the ball and she doesn't dig in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Tree, I know you hate her. I don't like her much either, but I hate Andrew and I was happy to. Oh yeah, I said this last Saturday, didn't I, chat? Didn't I say, chat, press 1 if I said this. I said, I hate both of these people. Well, I don't hate them. I don't like neither one of these people, but I hope Candace win. Press 1 if I said that last Saturday. The video, the live stream is still here. The live stream is up. I said, I want Candace to win because I hate okay, I take that back. I'm sorry I lied to you guys. I don't like Candace, but I hate that damn Andrew Wilson. I'm sorry, I hate both of the Wilsons. I hate them. I said I want her to win. I said I hope she destroy them. I said my money is on Candace. Okay? I heard you said it earlier in this live. I said it last Saturday too. Before the debate even happened. We didn't even think the debate was going to happen because Andrew was like, you can't say nothing personal about me. You can't do no personal attacks. You can't talk about my whole wife who has all these baby daddies and all these kids. You can't talk about me and my past when I was having an affair on my black wife, Taraka. And I had an affair on my wife, Taraka, with my side piece, Rachel. You can't bring up all that. So we didn't think it was going to happen. As a matter of fact, another thing I'll self-snitch. I said, this debate's not going to happen because I don't see Candace not going personal on him. I was wrong. But I did say, Candace, I was rooting for Candace. I was rooting. Why the hell would I root for the Wilsons? They're awful people. Candace awful too. You got Satan and the devil at war with each other. Okay? All right, here we go.
Fact that's a possibility.
So you I think have said on a platform that you were a gunsmith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and for how many years?
Many years.
For many years.
When Andrew say many years, he's lying. I want y'all to understand. I've studied Andrew. I studied Andrew for 3 years now. When Andrew says many years, he's lying. Ask me how long have I'll do it to myself. Tree, how long have you been doing politics on YouTube? Oh, I've been doing it since 2016, so it's been 10 years. Tree, how long have you been in holistic health? Oh, I've been in holistic health since 1998. So we're talking about well over 26, 27, 28 years. You see how that is? When you just say many years, you're lying because you're not being specific. When I ask you, how long have you and your boyfriend been dating? You don't go many months. How long have you been living in the state you've been living? Many years. You don't say that. You basically say, I think I moved here in this year. When somebody asks me how long I lived in Germany, 5 years. I was down there in 2000. No, actually, yeah. I moved down there in 2010. Brought my ass back in 2016. And that was the beginning of 2016. That's why I wasn't fully 6 years. That's how somebody. So when he says many years, he's lying. They lie so much, and this is what pissed me off about Candace. Candace didn't press him about it, cause he's lying about this. He ain't been no gunsmith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and for how many years?
Many years.
For many years. Mm-hmm. You also said that you were an Army sniper.
I wasn't a sniper in the Army.
Okay.
And I never said that.
Sorry, your wife tweeted that you were an Army sniper.
Yeah, I don't know. Like 15 years ago, she said something.
Does it change 15 years later?
She said that it was colloquial. So
Army sniper is a colloquial.
Yeah, how is Army? How is Army sniper being colloquial? Okay. Again, I was telling this to Lily. I said, when you lie so much, you have to tell another lie on top of that lie, on top of that lie, tell another lie to cover that lie. You have to lie.
Does it change 15 years later?
She said that it was colloquial. So
Army sniper is a colloquial term?
Yeah, I was never an Army sniper.
Okay. What did you do in the Army? Did you teach? She then I corrected it and said you taught rifles in the Army?
No, I didn't teach rifle. No, I taught rifles as a private citizen.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
And I was an NRA instructor for many, many, many
Okay.
years.
So-
No, you wasn't. And she doesn't call him out. First of all, I would have been like, what year did you join the Army? What branch? Where were you doing your training? Oh yeah, where did you get training to be a rifle instructor? Like, she just lets him. And by the way, she does what most people on Twitter does. They let these people tell lies and they don't make them prove it. If you want to know why I am so credible, if you want to know why when somebody say Tree of Logic said it, they can hate me. They can hate me all they want to, but they know I come with receipts. If I said, hey, this guy was never in the Army, I can prove it by just saying he was never in the Army. Now, y'all can basically go search it in a database. You won't find it. But it's like people just believe these people. It's the reason why Andrew Tate got so famous. Andrew Tate is going around, and boy, I need to make a video about that daggone sorry of a protest that they had. But Andrew Tate goes around confidently and lies, and nobody makes him prove it. He said, oh, the reason why there is no charges against me is that every woman that worked for me defended me on video, and he doesn't show any videos. Every woman loves me, and they stood up here and they defended me, and they wrote a lot. He doesn't show any receipts. He just makes claims. And people, you guys take the word of people with bad faith. I have a history of showing receipts. That's who I am. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a nobody, but I'm a nobody who produce evidence. And I can't believe she let him just sit there and lie like that and didn't press him for anything. How long was you a rifle instructor? Many years. Many. And he's,
Rifles is a private citizen.
Okay.
And I was an NRA instructor for many, many, many years.
You was never an NRA instructor. Oh my God! I can't believe it, just lying like that. And is it so easy to lie? Is it so easy to lie like that? I was an NRA instructor. No, you weren't.
Inside my gun shop.
As with your expertise.
Back that's a possibility.
Okay. So that clip pissed me off because I'm like, really, Candace, you just gonna sit there and let him lie like that and not press him? All right, now. Mayonnaise Monster said, by the way, shout out to Mayonnaise Monster. Mayonnaise, I have to compliment her. She saw me go after Rachel and she didn't interfere in my fight. See? White women learn their lessons when I get in their ass. Toasted, will you ever interview Rachel's ex-baby? Absolutely not, because they don't want to be involved. They want to stay anonymous. I've talked to Brian and I talked to Chad. They don't, and that's the reason why Rachel will go around and say, well, if I was doing all this, then why won't my baby daddies come out? Because they don't want to get involved in this nastiness. Y'all have to understand, those of us who do this and we get attacked, it's totally different when you got a family, when you are a private citizen and you're put out, your face and everything is put out on the internet, and then you say the wrong things against Rachel, her rabid audience is going to go and attack him and go and dig up his job and then call his work or find his wife or basically dox her, dox his kid. Y'all got to understand, these people don't want to. No, y'all don't understand. Me and Not So Erudite got history. Okay, I never liked her. But she made me mad. Hold on, let me tell y'all this story real quick. Me and Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, by the way, me and Myron are fighting. And it was a good fight. It was one of those fights that I was salivating like, ooh, I'm tearing her. Y'all can like her. Y'all can like her. That's, if it makes y'all feel fun. Listen, if it makes y'all feel good, I actually defended her against Rachel. Okay. They try to say that Rachel, and I did it on this channel. When Andrew tried to say that Not So Erudite was ugly compared to ugly ass Rachel, I was like, have you lost your damn mind? Now, I may not like Mayonnaise Monster, but ugly she is not. So you're welcome. I did compliment her. Anyway. But I was going after Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. And I don't like white women getting interfering in my fights, because that's my biggest gripe. If you ever know my biggest gripes on Twitter, it's white women telling me I'm too mean and white women interfering in my fights. I cuss y'all asses. As a matter of fact, I think I did it. Hold on. Didn't I cuss some white women out? Hold on. Where we at? Hold on. Hold on. Where we at? I did it here. Okay? Right here. It's the hypocrisy that made me. Hold on, let me just give you some context. So Rachel says this to a gay guy who's a vegan. He's pretty nice too. He's a leftist. There's nothing, that's okay. You can have one thing wrong with him, but he's vegan and he's a gay guy and he's cool. He's a little cutie too. And so he said something and she attacked him and said, "Homosexuality is disgusting. You are a leftist vegan weirdo. I saw you crying about animal rights." And Corrective Experience came out with, and I was like, how did he know? Okay. Because remember, we were keeping it quiet that Rachel's first daughter is a lesbian because she's in a very happy relationship. So he says, your daughter is a lesbian. Imagine how she feels about that, you disgraceful old bat mother. And then I said, it's the hypocrisy that made me come for Rachel in the first place. Her second daughter is vegan. Her first daughter is a lesbian who, unlike Rachel and Andrew, is in a happy relationship. Hey, Andrew, your 5x3 wife is giving Candace Owens more tea to use against you. And of course, some white woman, where's she at? Here we go. Why are you bringing people's family members into this ugliness? Can't hate on people without doing that. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Boom, when you can walk down the street of any city without being an unwilling participant of the knockout game, then you can pop off at the mouth. Karen. Every damn time. Every damn time. Every time I'm fighting, I gotta have some white woman get into my replies and tell me what to do and tell me how to fight. And I'll get into your ass. I will get into your ass. Shut up. You're not in a position to tell me what to do. You don't fight. That makes me so angry. Now, what does this have to do with Mayonnaise Monster? Let me tell you something. So, Erudite sees me and Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. She sees me and him fighting. And I call him a homosexual because he is a homosexual. So, she says, listen, I don't necessarily agree with Myron, but what the hell did she say? She said, but homophobia is not the way. Ooh. I'm not going to pull up them receipts because it's on another live stream. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all thought what I said to that other white woman was awful. Y'all should saw how I got in her ass. I took my strap on nice and dry and I bent her over and I went to town. I went to town on her ass. Then I took it to my live stream and I called. I'm not going to have some mayonnaise monster tell me how to fucking fight. I will never do. And I started cussing her ass. I ranted about that for an entire week because I'm like, I don't even like you. Okay? I don't even like you. Why are you on my side of Twitter? And let me be clear. I am on my Twitter. Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, came to my Twitter to start a fight with me. I'm not on her Twitter. I'm not in any thread that she is mentioning. She just saw me for some crazy reason. I don't know why. We don't follow each other. So why do you come to my side of Twitter and jump in my fight? It's black on black crime. Shut your mouth, mind your damn business. Now, I do have to congratulate her because when you learn your lesson, okay, I'm a be nice to you. So I have been nice to her because she has stayed out of my damn fights ever since.
Boom, headshot.
Ever since I got in her ass, she stayed out of my fights. Because I think 5 days later, Myron, who's a homosexual, took a tweet of hers and clowned her on his Twitter. And then I took a screenshot because at that time, Myron had me blocked. So I had to go get a screenshot and I said, see, this is what you're getting now. So erudite defending that old bitch ass nigga. That's what you get for getting into black fights. With your white ass. Stay out of black people's fights. And I'm not saying that to be racist or anything. When you see black people fighting, it's already a heated fight because Myron hates being black. Myron hates black women. So this is personal. So he's heated because I remind him that he'll never be white. I'm heated because he's attacking black women when he got, calling us hair hats when these are dreadlocks. This is my hair. And he has a hair piece glued to his scalp. So when you see two black people going at it, don't break that up. Don't interfere with that. Do not interfere with a black on black fight. We get offended when you get into our fights and break it up because nobody is trying to break us up but you, white women. We just stay out of our fights. Just stay out of it. Stay out of it. But like I said, I complimented her and I actually stood up for her when they tried to say that Rachel looked better than her. And I was like, hell no, Mayonnaise Monster is ugly. She's attractive. Okay, she is. And she has stayed out of she's stayed out of my fights ever since. So we're not cool, but I ain't got no problem against her now. But anyway, but I still call her Mayonnaise Monster because that's her name from now on. Listen, that's the name I gave her when I was angry with her. I'm sorry, that's the name she gets to keep. Okay? It just because I'm neutral towards her now don't mean she gets a new nickname. She's still gonna be called MM. I'll call it MM for short. Okay? So MM says, yikes, Rachel. I'm honestly totally open to an easy explanation like Andrew joined the military, got injured, and honorably discharged. Stolen valor is just a big deal to me, and unfortunately, the Wilsons have a long history of tenuous relationship with the troop. No, they just lie. Just don't even make it all fancy with the words tenuous. They just lie. They're just habitual liars. So, Mr. Producer, what did Andrew do in the military? And higgle Rachel. I already answered this, but I'll answer it again. He was in for just over a year and got a medical discharge. He was in the Army. That's really only long enough to complete training, so he doesn't really claim it because he feels like it's not worth claiming. He intended to serve but wasn't able to finish till 15. Hold on. I never served in the military. Those of you who served in the military, how long is boot camp? How long is boot camp, those of you who went to the military? 9 weeks. Thank you, TJ. So, TJ, if you go to boot camp for 9 weeks and you serve over a year, how in the hell can you sit up here and say it was not long enough to complete training? Do you guys see the whole? This is what I'm saying. Listen to this lie. That's really only long enough to complete training, so he doesn't really claim it. Just over a year. Listen to the sentence. He was in for just over a year and got a medical discharge. He was in the Army. That's really only long enough to complete training. What? Oh, Lily said 13 weeks. Listen. Okay. I don't know how to say your name, but I'll just call you Dark. Dark said 3 months. Okay, let's say, for instance, it's 5 months, which it isn't. She said he was served for over a year. How the hell can you serve for over a year and just say that's long enough to complete only basic training? Basic training isn't 14 months. Do you see how she lies? Do you see how she lies? I just caught on to this lie. Let me read again to make sure I'm not making shit up. He was in for just over a year and got a medical discharge. He was in the Army. That's really only long enough to complete training. So he doesn't really claim it because he feels like it's not worth claiming. If he was, hold on, again, I never served in the Army. I never served in the military. I do believe if you were in basic training and you completed basic training, aren't you deployed somewhere to be stationed to serve? I'm just going off my memory because I wanted to join the military. So don't you get stationed somewhere once you complete military? Okay, somebody's saying yes and somebody's saying no. What happens after finishing all your training? So what else do you have? Somebody walk me through this. Okay, Dark said after that I don't know. Okay, it's a he. He said after that he was stationed. It's not a deployment unless you are mobilized overseas to the. What happened? Hold on, you guys are confusing me. What happens after you complete basic training? Let me dumb it down for y'all. When you complete basic training and you have a ceremony, what happens to you after that? You get a permanent duty station after basic and more school. Okay, thank you, Jethro. Okay, so you do get stationed somewhere and the school is for whatever you was assigned to, right? Yes, you go to your first duty station. So I was right. You get stationed somewhere. That's what I was right. After you finish basic training, you go somewhere and get stationed. You go to your duties. So, holy smokes, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how are they letting people lie like this? He intended to serve. Well, if you get stationed after boot camp, you're serving, but wasn't able to finish. To finish what? You said over a year. This 15-year-old tweet is me saying Army sniper as colloquial shorthand. He has extensive, again, how the fuck is Army sniper colloquial? He has extensive training in long-range rifle shooting, cap, that's a lie, and gained the highest qualifications as a firearm instructor through the NRA. Another lie. That post is like 15 years old and I haven't gone through my firearms training to get my certification yet. I wasn't trying to use as a technical term. I didn't mean he served in combat, which is what people seem to think. If y'all don't see these people lie so goddamn much, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell is going. Why? And And again, y'all let them lie. Y'all let them lie and y'all don't call them out. She got me blocked. She got Brittany blocked. She got Lily blocked. She got all of us blocked that will call her ass out on it. She got TJ blocked too, I think. Those of us who are like, this is nothing but a lie. You can't show no proof of this. You can't show no proof of this. They're still doing stolen valor. Okay. So this is one of the terms that Candace has said, which is going semi-viral, especially by her fans. She made a claim. She said something to Andrew Wilson that tickled everybody. She said, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Listen to this. And the entire internet is going crazy over her saying this to him. Isn't stolen valor illegal? Is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it is or not.
Have here is that this is pure conjecture.
No,
hang on. This is not evidence that Tyler Robinson is a patsy. It's only evidence that you have conjectured up that, if it's the case that these are the more degraded prints, then therefore that means must be patsy because dad's fingerprints on gun.
I didn't say must be patsy.
Describe how this actually links in to Robinson being a patsy.
Okay, I just described that for you, so I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you, so I'm going to move on from that.
Okay, so holy smokes, when she said that, her damn audience was like, ooh, ooh, oh! It's a good gotcha. It's a good gotcha. And they are running with it on Twitter as I speak right now. Okay? As I speak right now. It's a good gotcha. Now, this is another good gotcha. Probably the worst. This is why everybody, if you want to know the clip that makes Andrew looks terrible, it's this clip right here. So let me explain it to you before I play the video. Many of you probably have seen this video. This is the video that made Andrew like, oh, you lost it. You lost. You 100% lost. So Andrew challenges, he challenges Candace about the charges, but he doesn't know the charges. So he says, do you know the charges? And Candace says, yes, he's been charged 7. He has 7 charges against him. And Candace said, okay, what are they? Will you tell me? And then I said, wait a minute. When I was watching this clip, I said, Andrew came to a debate and didn't know the charges against Tyler Robinson? Now she's like, again, maybe because she's pregnant, she's so soft. But she said name one. I would have been like, name all of them. I wouldn't have been no name one. And so he goes, murder. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Really? Really? But what kind of murder charge? And then, hold on. Let me be specific right here. When he realized that he looks like a dumbass, he then in turn tries to accuse Candace of being told to ask him that question, and then says, oh, was you basically getting that question off your phone? And Candace, I gotta give it to her. I wasn't impressed with her debate skills. She was too light for me. I was like, girl, no wonder you don't want no part of me, right? She gave her phone to PBD and told him to go through it. And it turned out that she wasn't even on the phone. And it made Andrew look like a dumbass. And this clip went viral. It went viral. Okay, here we go.
Closings, if you want to do closings.
Well, I also would just, if I may ask a question, is that permitted?
Go ahead.
Just so I also have clarity, since your basis has been evidentiary, you keep saying that you have evidence or like you are following evidence. Which one of the charges against, or all of them, do you think Tyler Robinson is guilty of?
The specific charge?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think is that Tyler Robinson shot Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, but of the 7 charges that he's being charged.
Yeah. Can we list them real quick? I'll tell you exactly which ones. We'll pull them up.
Well, do you know any of the charges that he's up for right now?
Yeah, of course. But I
Can you-
want to
can you
make
name
sure
one?
we
No, you
have
don't. No,
them
you don't.
listed.
Yeah, but like can you name one? Because my general perspective is that you don't actually care about this case.
I wouldn't have said no one. I would like, oh, you know what? He just said, yeah, I know the charges. Then name them. This is one said shit. The way I would have went after him, she just let him go. She let him off early with, she let him off nicely with the whole sniper thing and the NRA instructor thing. And now she let him off slowly with nicely with the whole, well, can you name one? No! Name all 7! Name all 7! You just said you know all 7. Name them. That would have been an epic international viral clip because he wouldn't be able to name them. And then I would have looked at PBD with his legs spread from damn California, New York. I would have been like, excuse me, Mr. Moderator, that I'm giving 30% of this money to. Do your job and make him name all 7.
You're not following
Is that
the case.
it? That's the question. You're just not following it enough.
It seems pretty, like, if you're going to engage and you're going to say the evidence is overwhelming that Tyler Robinson is guilty, I just think that you should, like,
right.
Can you tell me one
Then let's do the
charge
counter.
that he's...
You can really, no, this is a great gotcha.
No. You just got to ask me, play clips out of context, put me in the hot seat. So please just answer the
This
question.
is fair. Name all 7 since you've been following the case.
Okay, sure. You name one.
Yeah, you named all 7.
I'm happy to do that, but can you name one?
I think he's been charged with murder.
That's actually incorrect.
Okay, great. Now name all 7.
He doesn't even. This is like.
Name all 7.
And I.
Can you
think
name all 7?
I can.
Then do it.
Sure. You don't have to.
Do it. No, do it. I'll count them. Go ahead.
You don't
Name
have to
them.
put your fingers up.
Okay, hang on.
She's looking at PBD like, can you calm him down? Like, he was an awful moderator, dude. She looking at him like he's badgering me. He's interrupting me. Like, why did you agree to have him be the damn debate? I don't understand this. Why would you sit up here? And by the way, this clip made her look good. Okay. But I'm like, what was the point of PBD being there?
Murder.
That's actually incorrect.
Okay, great. Now name all 7.
He doesn't even. This is like.
Name all 7.
And I.
Can you
I
name
think
all 7?
I can.
Then do it.
Sure. You don't have to.
Do
put
it. No, do it. I'll count them. Go ahead.
You don't
Name
have to
'em.
put your fingers up. I
Okay,
can do
hang on.
that.
Name them.
Yeah, sure.
Name them.
The first charge is aggravated murder because that's what carries
Okay.
a death sentence
So
in the
murder.
state of Utah. No,
Next.
that's not. That is literally not murder.
Okay.
And so
Next.
just repeat.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. But see, dumbass Candace, this is what you let him get away with saying murder. You have, and down here in Georgia, you have voluntary murder. You have murder in the second degree. You have manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? You have several degrees of murder down here in Georgia. Not just murder. That's just a catch-all. What kind of murder? Like if somebody was driving drunk and they killed someone on a bicycle, that's involuntary manslaughter. That's involuntary murder, right? You didn't mean to kill them, but your actions caused them to get murdered. So you get charged. Like, she sucked at this part right here. But it still show that if you want to be honest, the reason why this clip is going viral is because he pressed her on charges that he should know. He is there defending Tyler Robinson, and he don't even know what the boy being charged with. He don't even know what is he being charged with. I was like, how dumb can you get?
Sure. You name one.
Yeah, you named all 7.
I'm happy to do that, but can you name one?
I think he's been charged with murder.
That's actually incorrect.
Okay, great. Now name all 7.
He doesn't even. This is like
name all 7.
And I
can you
I
name all 7?
I can.
Then do it.
Sure, you don't have to
do
put
it. No, do it. I'll count them. Go ahead.
You don't
name
have to
them.
put your fingers up. I
Okay,
can do
hang on.
that.
Name them.
Yeah, sure.
Name them.
The first charge is aggravated murder because that's what carries
Okay.
a death sentence
So
in the
murder.
state of Utah. No,
Next.
that's not. That is literally not murder.
Okay.
And
Next.
so just for people, no, I don't have to do it in a time limit. There's nothing going on. And just to explain to people the difference of why that really matters and shows that he doesn't actually care about this at all is because aggravated murder, it's narrowly defined
Just
and because
avoiding
it
the
carries
question.
a death sentence. I'm going to answer the question.
Okay,
You're
I'm
just going to
waiting.
recognize that your strategy of thinking that people are intimidated when you try to put a time constraint doesn't work,
Yeah.
and you'll be better the next time you debate
I got
someone.
it. I got it. Give me the other ones.
The more you cut me off, the longer I'll take. Do you want to just wait for me to finish of why that's a big difference so that
No,
people
I just
don't walk
want
away?
you to list the charges.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm going to do
interrupting.
that. You just don't get to pretend that there's a time constraint for me to do that.
Well, how long does it take you to list 7 charges?
Because I'm speaking. You just got to.
It sounds like you're just delaying it because you don't know them.
I know all 7 of them,
Then
and I'm
tell
going to
me
say
them.
again because you're going to get embarrassed. You don't have to rush this. I'm also showing an example of a very flawed debate strategy. I
Okay,
actually
well,
am
I
under
got
no
one.
time constraint.
I got one.
Great. The second charge is the felony discharge of a weapon. The next 2 charges are for obstruction of justice.
Okay.
The next 2 charges are for witness tampering. And the
What's
final
the specific charges, though?
that is them. Obstruction of justice,
Both of
obstruction
those?
of justice, witness tampering, witness tampering.
Okay, and there's no other specifics to them.
Well, I can tell you why he's being
No,
charged
no,
with
no.
it.
Just the charges and then 7?
Yeah, see, the bad thing is when you try to be an a-hole and it doesn't work.
What's the 7th?
The last charge is violence in front of a minor.
Okay, got it. So then he's being charged with murder. You just say aggravated murder. That's the distinction.
Candace, I don't know why you keep looking at PBD. He's just sick. He ain't nothing but decorations at the moment. That's what y'all get for getting him as a moderator. She's looking at him like, can you do something? Can you do something? Like, what is he put? Man. But you know what? I can't get mad because I'm like, you're just sitting there collecting money and you ain't got to do nothing but just sit there in the cuck chair. Excuse me, the sneako chair.
You just want to.
It's a massive. It's
Got
like
it.
you cannot
Massive.
say murder versus aggravated
Massive
murder.
distinction.
This gets to the entire crux of why him being up for the death sentence. And I actually find the defense's filing about why this is not aggravated to be very compelling of why it's not aggravated murder. I actually think that if the state was going to even try to pull this off, they should have charged him with just murder. And then I do also, again, want to stress to audiences that debate strategy of thinking that you have to speak faster or somebody puts your hand up and they try to pretend like it's some sport. I think he thinks it's a blood sport. It's not. It's about being right and being principled when you're engaging. And you can make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, but at least be genuine in pretending that you care about this case enough to know.
Okay, you got to give her to her on this one. She cooked his ass. So what she's doing here is basically pleading to her audience, like, look at all these tactics that Andrew is doing against me because he realized that he's wrong. He didn't even know the charges, yet and still he paid me $300,000 to debate something that he didn't even know anything about. How do you not know the charges, man? How do you not know the charges? So she's talking to her audience. She's talking to the camera. Andrew never talks to the camera. Andrew never engaged with the audience. So emotionally, she's connecting with the audience, and that's how she has, and I'm just being honest here. Again, don't like no Candace Owens. She has gained more sympathy and more followers because of her demeanor right here than ever. And I actually have to applaud her for that. The whole thing of letting him interrupt her, I don't like that. She should have basically made PBD do his job. But this right here was brilliant.
Him being up for the death sentence. And I actually find the defense's filing about why this is not aggravated to be very compelling of why it's not aggravated murder. I actually think that the state was going to even try
This is good. What she's
pull
about
this
to do
off.
right
They
here.
should have charged him with just murder. And then I do also, again, want to stress to audiences that debate strategy of thinking that you have to speak faster, or somebody puts your hand up and they try to pretend like it's some sport. I think he thinks it's a blood sport. It's not. It's about being right and being principled when you're engaging. And you can make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, but at least be genuine in pretending that you care about this case enough to know one of the 7 charges that are up against Tyler Robinson when you say the evidence is overwhelming that he's guilty. If you would like to move to final statements, I'm fine.
Okay, so that was good. And because she made an emotional connection with the audience saying, I care about this case, that's why I know all 7 charges, okay? This is the reason why he's just here, to just basically discredit me. But I'm telling you that at least if you're going to discredit me, at least know the 7 charges. Now, here's where it gets good. Because she made that emotional connection, Andrew is freaking the fuck out. So watch what Andrew does. This is great right here. This is the best part too right here.
And pretending that you care about this case enough to know one of the 7 charges that are up against Tyler Robinson when you say the evidence is overwhelming that he's guilty. If you would like to move to final statements, I'm fine. I want to make sure Andrew has had the time that he has requested.
I think your team would like to pull up the 7 charges that he just asked you about. If
Sure.
you guys want to pull that up, just to
Oh yeah,
confirm.
that's right. They pulled up to verify if she knew the charges and that he didn't.
The 7 you went through. Can you guys zoom in a little bit for
Aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, obstruction of justice, which is counts 3 and 4, 5 and 6, tampering with a witness, and count 7,
violent
I said offense in the presence of a
in front
minor.
of a child?
Yeah.
what
So
I said.
5, 6, tampering witness, 3rd-degree felony. Now, I did notice something I just was curious about.
Now hold on. Because they pulled it up and showed that she knew what she was talking about, Andrew has to get a got you, and it's gonna blow up in his face. So he was like, damn, this is not gonna go good. This is gonna be clipped. This is gonna be clipped. Watch what he does. This is so great.
And count 7,
violent
I said offense in the presence of a
In front
minor.
of a child.
Yeah.
That's what
So
I said.
5, 6, tampering witness, 3rd-degree felony. Now, I did notice something I just was curious about. If I'm just wondering, when you pulled out your phone just before you asked that question, did somebody by chance text you that question?
You can check my phone.
I'm just curious.
No, you can absolutely not. I have not had one communication with a single person, not even my producers who are in there this whole time we were here. You want to check my phone? I'm happy to do it because you're just going to get double embarrassed. Where's my phone?
Do you
should
want to
do
see it?
He did get
I'm just
double
curious.
embarrassed.
You can literally do that. Here you go. PBD, you're the moderator.
Okay.
Take it.
Let's see
See
it.
if anyone was texted at all during this debate
All right.
about the violent charges or anything.
I'm looking through this. You give me permission.
You
so I'm
have
looking
full
at, I'm not gonna
permission to
give
go
names.
through my phone. I don't need to
So
cheat.
the
This
last
was
one
so
has
good.
nothing to do with it. It's just a compliment.
I haven't even read my text messages.
That's
so
a compliment.
He's reading them.
You're okay. You'll give me permission.
Yes.
I'm just going to read 3 of them
Yes.
to 1132 because after that, I don't need to read it.
And you know their texts. Could have been Telegram. Could have been something.
All
like
I
that.
have is Signal. You can check that too. All I have Signal. Telegram I used in Russia, and that was it. I downloaded it for
I'll
Russia.
take your word for it.
Yeah.
Then-
I don't need to like. I
Okay.
deeply care about this case. I don't need to pretend
I get
to
it.
know
If you
stuff
deeply
that I
care
don't
about
know.
the case,
Yeah.
I just, I have my other question is about the steakhouse receipt.
You just said that you were done asking all your
Nothing, just so
questions.
you know,
Yeah.
nothing there.
There. I don't.
Yeah. Do you have?
So look, nope, nothing. There's nothing. Dude, you talking about egg on your face. So you don't know any of the charges, not even the specific of the murder charge. You can't name any of them, not even one. She names all 7 of them. She gets fact checked. You try to look and try to make a little small thing about the 7th one, and it turns out she was still right about it because it was still done in front of a child. All right. Then you basically go, well, did you get that from my phone? And then she's like, yeah, you can check my phone. I ain't got him. What she was not on her phone the whole time she was listening them off. And she give it to PBD. He checks it and goes, nope, there's nothing on the phone. And he goes, well, you could have tell it on Telegram. She says, I have Signal. I don't have Telegram. I have Signal. You could check that too. And now he's like, oh my God, I am looking like a dumbass, which he is a dumbass. That did not work out in his favor at all. All right. Now, here we have another one. This is me. I think all women are retarded. I paid Candace Owens $300. No, sorry. Let me read everything I see. Andrew Wilson. I think all women are retarded. Also, Andrew Wilson. I paid Candace Owens $300 to debate me. Now, who's the retarded one again?
Boom, headshot.
I just think all women are retarded.
Oh, so you're allowed to just say stuff.
I just think all women are retarded.
Oh, so you're.
Hold on. Who's the retarded one again there, chat? Who? I have never, ever, 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 ever pulled any money out to talk to no guy, let alone debate him. I've never done that. Never. So Rachel's, wow, Andrew was looking crazy, right? Andrew was looking so bad. Rachel, like the aggressive, I want you to understand. White women, I want you to be aggressive, but I don't want you to be this aggressive, okay? Don't be, if men could be Captain Save-A-Hole, what could be women? What could women be? I don't know. Whatever the woman version of Captain Save-A-Hole would be, okay? I don't know what this is. Maybe, maybe Wicked Witch Save a Simp, something like that. Maybe Wicked Witch Save a Simp. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what could be the equivalent to Captain Save-A-Hole. Anyway, so this is what Rachel says. Story time. Candace is completely evading any cross-examination as many people predicted. She had far more speaking time and she just prattles on about stories and feelings but won't answer direct questions. She's walking right into Andrew's trap. What trap? So Candace gets on her other account, said, your husband thinks you're retarded, by the way. And look at what she says. Sorry you guys don't understand memes and jokes. I am a little retarded, though.
Boom, headshot.
And then she shows this. A man should understand he doesn't protect his woman because she is weak. He protects her because, you see what I'm saying? When you look like Rachel and you're damaged goods like Rachel, okay? Tree, that's your next t-shirt? Nah, no. I only would make a t-shirt most people would get. This woman, her self-esteem is in hell. The devil is charging her rent for her self-esteem, okay? Like, you literally have to make yourself look like an idiot to elevate your alcoholic chain smoking husband? Really? Really? Oh my God, dude. Dust cleaner, she saves and cleans men that dusty. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I had to think about that one. All right. So Anna Kasparian jumps in and says, that moment was also amazing. Erica Kirk is too retarded to kill her husband. You think Erica Kirk is retarded? I think all women are retarded. So does that exonerate wives who've killed their husbands? What kind of argument is that? Y'all got me over here agreeing with some daggone Anna Kasparian. And Candace wasn't even accusing Erica of killing Charlie in the first place. The whole thing was wild. Yeah, that was just dumb. Just dumb. Dumb. And now this goes to show you that even though Andrew wasn't prepared, he had an earpiece. Look at there. Y'all see that? I didn't even recognize this. Shout out to Owen Benjamin who actually bought this up. I didn't even recognize the earpiece. Hold on. So Owen Benjamin says, look like St. Pickles. Looks like St. Pickles of Ashtray had an earpiece. That means Erica Kirk, who was probably in his ear, also didn't know the charges against her alleged patsy. Like, I don't know if it was Erica Kirk. I doubt very seriously. She doesn't look like a debater, but it could have been somebody from the TPUS team. How do you have an earpiece and nobody tells you the charges? This is crazy. First of all, I was shocked. You mean to tell me you didn't prepare for the debate and you had an earpiece in your ear too? You had an earpiece and you still lost? Look at here. You had an earpiece in your ear, you still lost. Okay. Now, I can't play the song because Owen Benjamin has this beautiful song by Nina Simone. Oh, God bless her. That's a queen right there. And it's called Oh Running Man. Oh Running Man, run, run, run. I love this song. Anyway, he was so nervous. By the way, I heard that they had 5-minute breaks, but he kept taking longer because he was trying to finish his entire cigarette. So they allowed breaks, and he goes out there, and the reason why the 5-minute breaks took the 10 minutes break is because he kept dragging the cigarette. And I'm thinking, oh, I thought this was consistent, but turned out that when I went through it, they did have some breaks, and he's still fidgeting. I told someone on Twitter that the reason why he's fidgeting and legs shaking like that is because he is going through alcohol and cigarette withdrawal. Like, Andrew's a very sick man, so I'm not going. I can't play the music because I'll get a content ID strike. Well, not strike. I'll get claimed. And but I'll let him. I'll let it play right here. So it shows his legs constantly moving like that. Like, that's that nicotine withdrawal. He's a chain smoker. Ooh-wee, I got a super chat. Okay. I can't, like I said, I want to play I'll give you guys the link so you can listen to it because the music is so beautiful. But this is his just moving his legs. This is where he had to open up the pickles. Oh, another black woman. I forgot. 3 black women. Oh my gosh. So Andrew gets humiliated with the pickle jar in front of this black woman. He rage quit in front of me. I'm a black woman, by the way. I know that's shocking. And then he actually looks like an idiot and don't know the charges of Tyler Robertson in front of Candace Owens, who's also a black woman. He doesn't have luck with black women, I can tell. Not you standing up and trying to open it. Let me give you guys the link to this. Hold on. You gotta hear the words to it. Hold on. Let me give it to people in. Hey, Elderberry Goose. I'm gonna give it to. Hey, Falima Nima. All right, I'm giving it to those of you in my. Don't forget, he ran from his ex-wife. That very good, Niku. He did run away from her. Taraka. He ran away from Taraka. So if you listen to the song, is beautiful. I love that song by Nina Simone. Love it. I am a Nina Simone fan, but I can't play that because I know that it'll get a content ID strike. Okay, here we go with another one. Right. So somebody said that foot is shaking. Andrew's foot is always shaking like that, even when he is falling asleep. Probably all the nicotine law. Like, oh my God! Stop sweeping for this man. Stop sweeping. And you know, again, it goes to show you who's in charge of the relationship. It's to show you who's in charge of the relationship. I told you. She is running things. She's like one of those soccer moms who's constantly going all over. Like, say for instance, her son missed a goal. She'll go on every Reddit, every Facebook, every Instagram post and defend her son against anybody who talks against him. Why? Why the hell? Who cares what people saying about your husband, dude? Are you serious? Anyway, let's move on. So here we have another one. This was very telling. Now, Candace asks, because they're about to come towards the end. They have some more time though, but Candace asks, can she leave? This is when Andrew knew he lost the debate because, well, I'll let you see for yourself. Andrew Wilson has resorted to a very strange tactic at the end of the debate, including telling Candace Owens she's not allowed to ask him questions. Now, if you ask me, it seems that this is when Candace was going to ask all these questions about, is it true that your wife has 3 baby daddies? Is it true? Is it true that she pimped out her daughters? Okay, like I think this is where she was just going to basically cook them, right? But he said no, and you can see the fear in his eyes. Watch this.
Okay, while they're looking for that, do you want to continue?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
can I
yeah.
ask a question? I know it's been, or like, can I ask a question? Or are we
Not
just in
really. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
We're going to hold to the actual contract itself.
The contract does not say that you are allowed to just question me without me being able to respond to you.
I've never said you can't
or have
respond.
a conversation.
You've been able to respond to every question I've asked you. And by the way, the other thing is like
Let's have it your way. I want it to look like
still happy
we've
to have
done
the
everything
debate.
Andrew wanted to, so that people can fairly assess the situation. So you have it your way. I
Totally
will not
fine.
ask a question.
Totally fair with me.
Okay, while they're looking.
So I was wrong. Looks like he did put in a contract that she can't go into personal attacks. So it looks to me that they signed a contract where she can't go into personal attacks, but asking questions is allowed. But he denied her the opportunity to ask questions about his past, about the past of his wife, and that way he don't get more clickable moments. So it looks like she did agree to the no personal attack thing, okay? So that's why she was like, can I ask you some questions? No, you can't ask me about my whole wife. No, you can't ask me about the daughters that her first 2 daughters that she tried to pimp out. No, you can't ask me about my past, calling Nick Fuentes a PDF file cult leader. No, you can't ask me about my black wife that I cheated on with Rachel and had 2 babies with her out of wedlock. No, you can't ask me any of these questions. You can't ask me any of those things. Oh my God, this was so crazy. I couldn't believe that. Okay, so this was cowardice he was a coward in this clip. So that's another reason why people see him lost. Now, here is a clip of him outside with cigarette and basically rubbing Myron Gaines. Because Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. Did I show y'all that? Did I show you guys that video? Hold on a second. Where we at? Oh my God, I got so many receipts. Hold on. Guys, wait a minute, where is? Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. So look.
Punish.
Here we go. Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that, wanted to cry after he found out that he wasn't selected as a debate moderator. Complete betrayal by Andrew Wilson, who needs enemies when you have friends like this. Myron was so upset. I think he was going to cry. My white zaddy didn't pick me for a moderation. Watch this. This was so good. Okay, because I gotta give you the context.
Punisher says, looks like Andrew and Candace have found a moderator. Anything you can share with us about that, gang? Yeah, it's PBD. Look, I know some of you guys are like, yo, what the fuck? But it's fine, guys. It's not really, I'm not too bummed about it.
You very bummed about it.
I would have liked to do it, but at the end of the day, it's about getting the debate done. So I don't mind. It's all good.
You mind?
It's a debate that a lot of people want to see. I don't know why they picked him. I don't know why, chat. To be honest with you, I don't know why. Your guess is as good as mine, if to be honest.
Because he ain't you. Who wants the self-hating black person? Okay, again, I'm not going to argue with you pro-blacks about Myron being black, okay? You dumbasses don't know the difference between race and nationality, idiots, okay? Myron is a 96.3 sub-Saharan Sudanese African. He's only 0.02% Arab. Arab is not even a race. Man, hey. Oh, God. Okay, anyway.
I have no clue why they picked him. Because they're not going to even, it's not like they're going to go do it at they're going to do it at Candace's house. So they're not going to, you know what I mean? It's all good. I don't mind. Like I said, guys, it's not that big a deal. I know a lot of you guys would have liked to see me do it. I think I would have been good. I've moderated a million debates, but they went with him. So it's all good. Guys, this is kind of again, you can't get mad at people. I know some of y'all are probably like, what the fuck? That's bullshit.
No, they not.
You guys also got to remember, I'm not that brand friendly, man. I've made peace with the fact that me being so controversial, is just simply going to take opportunities away. It is what it is. That's just kind of how it goes, guys. Unfortunately. I know a lot of you guys don't like hearing that. You guys think it's bullshit. Look, I don't like it either. But this is the unfortunate reality, my friends, of when you're very controversial, what happens. I'm not that mad about it. I made peace with it.
Cry harder, Myron. Okay? Keep basically blaming the Jews because you was born an African black, okay? Keep basically doing the Hitler salute. Keep basically attacking women, okay? Go ahead and do that. So anyway, because Myron's fifis was hurt by his white zaddy Andrew Wilson, he decided to help Myron's feelings by giving him a shout out. This is so pathetic. This is so pathetic. Watch this.
I know a lot of people are bitching about Patrick Bet-David being the moderator. I think he did fine. I mean, out of the choices that I had, I think that he was a fine choice. I think Myron would have been a fine choice too. You know what I mean? But we went with what we thought everyone could agree to would be the best for that situation.
And let me be clear, guys. There's nothing wrong with using Patrick. Patrick has a huge platform. He has 2 million plus subscribers. It makes sense to have him on. And shout out to Andrew Wilson. I have no issue with the decision to go with Andrew with.
You still disappointed because your white zaddy didn't choose you. He didn't choose you. Okay.
To go with Patrick Bet-David. My only concern was I wish that they had done time rounds. I would have heavily suggested that after the first portion of the debate. As you guys know, the first portion of the debate was free flow, etc. I would have heavily said we need to go to time rounds, guys. We need to go to time rounds. 1 minute each, 2 minutes each. If you guys want to go fire round and make it more dynamic. And that would just be 10 times more fair. And then also, if it's 1 or 2 minutes, a claim could be made, and then the next person can address that claim specifically in that 2 minutes. Like I said before, I think the pragmatic choice was PBD. I'm not mad about that whatsoever. He has 2 million subscribers. It would have been, he had 70,000 people watching on his channel. So that's not an issue. I just wish that they shifted to time rounds, later on. That's what I wish. But, it is what it is. Andrew's the homie. So, I don't take offense to that at all. I never take stuff personally.
Yes, you do. You little immature asshole. You are so sensitive. Okay? Every time you talk, I come on my period. That's how much estrogen you That's how much, dude. You just, oh my God, dude. Woo! My goodness. Okay, anyway. Hold on. I got more clips though. So anyway, now, now the debate is over. And look how small Candace's room is. It's amazing. You can make, depending upon how you set up your room, you can make anything look huge. So I'm really shocked at this small room. Anyway, it says, ignore the narrative. Just look at the picture. It will tell you who won. Too happy. Chat, does he look happy? He don't look happy to me. Does he look happy to you? He sure look butterfaced. Okay, he looks grumpy. He looks like yeah, he looks like he is coping and seething. Ooh, you can't. You are coping and seething. Okay. Yeah, somebody is very angry right now because people like, yeah, there you go, PO minus $300,000. See, Candace, who I don't like, I gotta keep reminding y'all, she has a reason to smile. Homegirl made over $500,000 that day. She's also gained. I gotta go check her. I gotta go check her analytics. But she has gained a lot of support because of this. I don't know why Turning Point USA allowed Andrew Wilson. Why would you allow somebody with bad optics to represent your brand, to try to take Candace down? Maybe, hold on. I just thought about this, so I got to say it. Maybe they decide, Catherine, what do you think about this? Maybe they picked Andrew because they thought we need a monster to take down a monster. So even though he has a terrible reputation, he's a public relation nightmare. We need someone like that to help get Candace. Maybe that's what they thought. They thought, like, in order to basically stop the bully, let's go ahead and get a juvenile delinquent. Maybe they was thinking that way. Because I'm thinking, like, why would you get someone like that? Let me tell you who's going to be the next rising star in the debate realm. And that's Nick Matau. Nick Matau has an excellent background record. He's very PR friendly. He doesn't have any skeletons in his closet. He's married to a beautiful Jewish woman. And he knows his shit. That was the one, for those of you who don't know who he is, he's the one who made Sneeko look like an idiot on Omega Law. When Sneeko didn't even know what his hadith in his own religion was saying. They weren't, Dandy, they weren't financially backing him, but based upon the, and this is just my observation, based upon the directors of Turning Point USA and based upon the organizers who were following Andrew Wilson and were promoting him and quote tweeting him and saying good luck, and they also donated to his Give, Sing, Go, made me think, like, okay, maybe there is something to it. Maybe there is something to the point of them basically supporting him, but not finance. I don't know. It was so strange to see them swinging from Andrew's nuts like that. Can somebody take her out on a debate? Nick can do it. Nick is a good debater. Nick is an excellent debater. He could destroy her, and not in a nasty way. Nick doesn't Nick doesn't have to use tactics like, what's your, I bet you was looking at your phone. I bet you was looking at your phone. He has a clean background. He don't do Hitler salutes like Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. He doesn't basically use the N-word. He's never used the N-word. He has a good background. He's an excellent debater. He is good. You need somebody like that to bring down Candace, not Andrew Wilson. And I'm an example why you don't use somebody like Andrew Wilson and go against Candace. I don't like neither one of them, and I'm rooting for damn Candace.
Boom, headshot.
Andrew Wilson is so repulsive, so disgusting, so misogynistic. He's so bad optics that even I, a vow enemy of Candace Owens, is like, man, I hope Candace wear your ass out. Okay, let's go to the next one here. Almost finished, guys. So Dave Smith, they did a poll, and they said who is winning the debate, not who you agree with, and 62%, 38%. I don't really care about polls. I'm not a poll person, so take this with a grain of salt. But it is what it is. But I just wanted to show it to you. And now we get to the people who were on Andrew Wilson's side, who said Candace won. And by the way, these, again, thank you so much, Lily. Lily got these receipts for me. This is JF, AMJFUI. He actually is very pro Andrew Wilson, and this is what he said. I'm not going to play all of this. This is an hour and 20 minutes. But I thought what he said about the debate was pretty interesting. Listen to this.
Speak only of the debate that has occurred between... Let me drop the book so that I get some space here. We speak only of the debate that has occurred between Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens. It's in certain situations, Andrew didn't look bad. In certain situations, it would be close to a tie. But because of the circumstances, there were pressures and there was expectations on the side of Andrew. Because when you pay $300K to be in a debate, it should mean that you have something that will destroy your opponent so hard that you basically have to compensate them in advance for the shaming.
Facts.
That is the signal that is launched. If he had nothing important to say to Candace, he could have just not paid her $300K.
Facts.
Could have just not debated. And so when you buy your way into the debate, the expectation is, holy shit, he's gonna hammer her so hard that he has to compensate her in advance for the damage. and that's where people expect blood. But Candace was too smart and on point, I would say. Now, I disagree with Candace. I am on the other side. I am on the side of Andrew. So it's very hard to objectively disagree with Candace and her conclusions, but at the same time acknowledge that our debate performance, our objective debate positioning was rational enough to hold. And Andrew didn't. The burden of proof was on Andrew. You just paid $300K. So you must have something to say, right? I mean, if I was to drop, I wouldn't drop $500 if I wasn't sure that I have the killer argument that will just destroy the other side. Andrew didn't have that killer argument, and in fact, all of his punches felt out of reach. If you want to compare this to an MMA fight, it was out of reach. He was punching in the dark. He was never really connecting. And I believe if you want a single summary of what happened in this debate, a failure to connect by Andrew Wilson at many levels. I don't know what kind of pressure he was. I mean, I'm starting to kind of believe Candace that...
See what I mean? That, if Turning Point USA if their job was to convince people that Candace is a lion-ass wackadoodle, they failed. They failed. Because, again, when I was collecting these receipts and I was looking, and I even went to her channel to go watch a little bit of debate, I was like, well, damn, maybe she onto something. But then again, I just realized I don't care. But that's what I'm saying. So many people are now going, maybe Candace is onto something. Like, why the hell would you do this? That debate has switched more people on Candace's side than ever before. They should have never allowed Andrew to do this debate with Candace. It has done the opposite. Oh God, it has done the opposite. Now you have put doubt. You have put doubt in so many people's minds about, did Tyler do it? Did Tyler do it? Maybe he didn't do it. And now you got us thinking like, damn, maybe Ken's onto something.
He's some sort of agent. At first I was finding the hypothesis ridiculous, but now he's admitted in this debate that he had talked to Erica Kirk. Okay, so some degree of relationship. He is in some form of institutional relationship with TPUSA, which he calls debate courses, which I'm totally willing to believe. But perhaps that weighted on his mind more than I expected, because I've been dismissive of this. I've been saying, well, you know, if he's under some contract, what does that matter? He's not a spokesperson of TPUSA, and he still isn't. But maybe he feels a little bit like this. Maybe he feels the pressure, and when you feel the pressure, you are kind of blinded to, how do I win this debate? I don't feel that there was a strong attempt at winning this debate, and when you pay $300K to enter a debate, you cannot go in and look for a moral tie. You know, you cannot go in and say, oh, I'm just gonna look opened. By the way, being opened and being kind of not even trying to win, that's a viable debate strategy in certain circumstances. I put it very often.
Okay. So that's JF. JF is very good friends with Andrew Wilson. JF is pro Andrew Wilson. And that is the reason why you got to see when I say you got normal people that don't like Candace. We are literally like swaying to like maybe Candace is on something. Again, I don't really care about the whole entire I don't care about the trial. I don't care about the murder. I really don't care. I just don't care. I don't care at all. Now, we got to go to crazy Alex Jones. We ain't going to watch all this. We're going to watch the beginning and then we're going to watch the end because he does something in the end because now, well, I'll show it to you. I won't spoil it for you. But here's Alex Jones talking about the debate.
Candace Owens today decisively defeated Andrew Wilson, the champion the TPUSA put forward in the Charlie Kirk assassination cover-up debate hosted by Patrick Bet-David. I did my regular syndicated show today, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and so I couldn't watch it then. But once I got off air, I watched it. And she slaughtered him. Absolutely slaughtered him. Now, I've seen Wilson before, and he's debated my son. I saw him on Rogan, was familiar with him. And I've seen his tactics. A lot of his appeal to emotions. He just acts confident. That's what he does. And a lot of times he's debating a topic where he's on the right side, so he wins the debate because he's in the right. But she destroyed him. And I'm going to post right here with this same post here at Rolex Jones on X the most defining moment where he got annihilated. She says, hey, name me the charges against the supposed assassin of Charlie Kirk. And he couldn't name it. She then, in the order of the charges listed, and they pull it up on ChatGPT, and she nailed it word for word with photographic memory. And he says, oh, you were using your phone, I think. You're on your phone. And she reaches over in her purse and pulls it out and gives it to Patrick Bet-David, and there were no texts about it to her. So she destroyed him right there. Look, folks, I'm going to explain the keys here. They claim Tyler Robinson got him.
Okay, don't want to hear this. Now, here we go. Let's go to the end part.
Had his clock cleaned. Absolutely had his clock cleaned. And I don't get why they say this guy's like Jesus Christ or something. I mean,
who said Andrew Wilson was Jesus Christ in debating? I don't know who said that. Did y'all hear somebody? Where my chat at? Chat, have y'all heard somebody say he's Jesus Christ in debating? What?
The catch me out, the ultimate debater in the known universe. I mean, when I debated him last weekend for 4 hours, it's going to air in the next week. Brandon Strzok put it out or produced it. I mean, it was just all emotion and all just acting like he won a statement like, "Huh, everyone knows that."
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh no! Oh.
The question.
Oh my God! Oh no! Oh no, y'all! I'm so sorry, chat. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Candace, he was just like, "Oh yeah, oh sure, oh." And I would just tell the viewers, go read it for yourself. So, dude, I want to debate you. Okay, I want to debate you. I just cannot wait. And Sneeko, the Islamicist, he's checking out after I cleaned his clock. I'm ready to go 10 hours, 20 hours. I'll filibuster your ass.
So, Andrew, you sucked so bad that Alex Jones wants to debate you. You suck so bad. Alex Jones want a piece of that booty. Alex Jones, like, I want some of that. I'm your huckleberry. I want to debate you. I want to debate you. I want some of that good, delicious content. I want some of them good old super chats. I was like, what? Alex? He sent out a challenge to Andrew Wilson to debate 4, 5, 6, 10 hours. Oh my God.
I'll put a catheter in. We'll have a rule nobody go to the bathroom. If anybody, stops talking, the debate's over. Because the truth is you can't defend what you're saying. You can't defend what you're doing. And Candace Owens kicked your ass. All right, right next to this post is the most, in my view, the most...
Okay, all right, there we go. Now, here's the best part of this. Nick Fuentes, who's also a homosexual. Nick Fuentes said, now this is some sassy gay stuff right here, right? The debate was basically unwatchable, but what is truly striking is how Charlie Kirk has become a background character in the endless soap opera about his own murder. The story now revolves around the raging narcissist Candace Owens and the mass psychosis she has induced. And Candace said, in other words, you publicly said you were backing Andrew Wilson and now coping with the fact that he lost.
Boom, headshot.
Badly. I'd say it's for certainly a win that you pocketed another $300,000 plus AdSense money plus super chats before Tyler Robinson is for certainly, quote unquote, going to be found guilty and hopefully executed. A little end to the most successful political grift of all time besides Trump. And then he quote tweets her saying, Charlie died, but Nick is the victim. Just shut the F up, Nick. Stop grifting off his death. Just shut the F up, perpetual victim. And then Candace said, just admit you picked the wrong horse. Don't spike your ball and go home, Nick. And then he goes, and she doesn't respond after this. What exactly is the argument that you thought you won? I think the first hour was debating the definition of the word inference and overwhelming. Complete waste of time, but of course, because you are the center of attention and made money, that's a win condition for you. You sound jealous. These people got lots of money. Why are they mad when somebody else's make money? I don't get this. Like, why are you mad? Nick, if somebody offered you $300,000 to debate, you would take it. I don't understand. What's the problem? Why you? I tell you. These closeted gays on the right, they something else, honey. They are something else. And guess what? He was so mad that he canceled his show. Nick Fuentes has canceled his show tonight because Candace Owens destroyed Andrew Wilson in the Charlie Kirk debate, and he doesn't want to face the music. Very typical of Nick Fuentes to ankle bite and run. And then this is him on Telegram. This is his Telegram channel where he says, "Not doing a show tonight. I will be back on Monday." And last but not least, I did this already. Okay, never mind. So that's basically it. That's it. That is all. And so, where are we? Where should I put this on?
Closing.
Okay. All right, here we go. We'll hold on. Let me see. Where can I have? Where's that picture of them? Here we go. We'll do it that way. All right, here we go. So there you have it, chat. That is the official breakdown of the debate. I showed you stuff that was pro Andrew, and I showed you the stuff that was pro Candace, and I showed you the stuff that was trending. Tree, I am almost caught up. I thought you were the whole debate. I thought the whole debate you predicted she would win if it was done on her terms in the studio, and you were correct. Thank you so much for giving me my flowers. Listen, these two are my enemies. But I was like, dude, you don't have a good track record with black women. You just don't. And even though Candace did not go the typical route that I thought she was, he still lost. And I'm thinking like myself, I'm like, oh my God, dude, this is bad. I want you to never forget, whenever you see Andrew Wilson, I think this may overshadow that he married a hoe who had all these baby daddies and all these children. He paid a black woman $300. As I can't even say it without laughing. He paid a black woman $300,000 to debate her. He paid $300,000. $300,000. And as I speak today, he only raised $77,000 on his Give Send Go. Black women, don't you let nobody tell you you are not desirable. Okay? Next time somebody sit up here and say you ain't desirable, let them know a white man paid another black woman to talk to her. $300,000. Shut the hell up. Thank you, Catherine. He paid Candace Owens is not just a millionaire. She's a multi-millionaire. She's not just a millionaire. She's a multi-millionaire. He paid a multi-millionaire $300,000 to debate her. The black woman they keep saying is undesirable. Exactly. She got multiple she got multiple houses, mansions, by the way. 3 mansions. 3 mansions, 2 in Tennessee and 1 in Delaware. Give me a damn break about how least desirable black women. You kiss my black ass. The hell we are. I've never seen that before. So I'm just saying this was just, and the more I think about it, I'm like $300,000. You paid $300,000. Chat, I'm gonna say it one last time. I'm gonna get over it, okay? $300,000. You paid $300,000 to debate this chick, and you said that women are retarded. Exactly, Angel. I'm the pro dom, and I basically humiliated him for free. She got paid $300,000, and she's pregnant. That's the thing. That's what hurt my feelings. I'm the pro dom. I'm the one who actually has experience, okay, of humiliating men for money, and I did it to him for free, and she gets paid $300,000, and she's pregnant, 7 months pregnant. Boy, the devil is a liar. Then you got to go get your money tree. Where my money, Andrew? Dude, Andrew running away from me like I don't know. That man will never come close to me again. His life has never been the same since he's pissed me off. And on God, it hasn't. I have been their worst nightmare, just like I've been the worst nightmare to Sean King. So there's that. All right, I'll talk to you. I'm looking at the chat, so I'll talk to you guys for a couple minutes, and I'm gonna shut it down. So I think I did a good job showing you everything. So therefore, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. You can if you want to, but I just basically showed you the highlights. You demolished him in the blood sports, but absolutely, because he rage quit. I made his butt rage quit. He didn't like the fact that I was showing receipts of. And by the way, he had me muted on his end. Don't forget that part. He had me muted to his audience. So they didn't even hear me talk about how his wife was pimping out her second daughter to Groypers. So who would win a debate, this guy or a dog? What are the odds of Andrew trying to back out of pay? He already paid her. No. Diesel drinker, that's been paid already. That was, what's today? He paid her on Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday that they had already got the money. Okay. Let me put it this way. He paid $300,000 to dominate him. She is the highest paid dominatrix. Oh, wow. You just bought up the dominatrix thing as soon as I typed this. Yeah, we're thinking on the same level. Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think there's ever been a dominatrix that, boy, what, I'm not going to talk to you. Shut your ass up. Oh, you didn't mention anything about dolphins. Okay, wait a minute. Why would he pay a multimillionaire a debate? Because he's a clout chaser, and I don't know. I can't really tell you why. $300,000 is crazy. Did Candace confirm the payment? Yeah, she confirmed it. Guys, they got the money. Listen, I promise you, I would never. Me and Lily been on. This is why you won't see me talk much on Twitter. Not only that, though, I hate the way Twitter's turned. They removed the retweets. You can't look at retweets on somebody's feed anymore. So they removed it. Twitter's just unbearable now. But anyway, me and Lily and TJ have been all over their timeline, and they both confirmed that they got the money. It wasn't a check. It was a wire transfer. It was a bank-to-bank wire transfer. So they had to transfer that money to one of her businesses. And yeah, they made a contract. They signed the contract when he got down there. Well, no, I think he signed the contract wherever he was. Gonzo said Bank of America put a hold on that shit. Actually, when you do get those type of big transfers, you do have to put a hold on it. That part is true. But she's used to getting big money like that. So someone's like, Bank of America put a hold on that shit. He really thought he could GoFundMe that money right back. Okay, Nicole, I thought he would. Because and hear me out. Because I'm wrong sometimes. Not often, but I am. I thought he was going to make that money back because people for the team Turning Point USA really want Candace to lose, and anti-Candace fans like myself hate Wilson, but there's some anti-Candace fans who feel neutral towards Wilson and would donate. But I'm like, had you had somebody that was not so repulsive, it would have turned out I promise you it would have turned out different. But the anti-Candace don't like Andrew either, so they're not going to give him any money. But I thought that the anti-Candace who are neutral to Andrew Wilson would have given up the money. That's what I thought. I promise you I thought he was going to make that $300,000 back. But he only at $77,000. Ouch. Don't y'all feel that pain on your booty? Ouch. I'm calling in that money transfer going to bounce. It's not, you can't bounce no money transfer, God's sons. Haven't y'all get a money transfer before? Twitter X didn't remove retweets from the timeline. They put it in a list of 3 options. Yeah, if I said they remove it from the time, well, no, they did remove it from your timeline. You got to go click on, hold on, let me show you how stupid it is. Hold on. They did remove it from your timelines. If you cannot... Okay. Look how stupid this is. Look how dumb this is. This is stupid. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And y'all gonna see me post less and less, but I had a mission. So... if you go to posts, right, look at what they did. They put post, replies, repost, media, right? So when you go to somebody's post, if they retweet something, you don't see it on your timeline. This is called your timeline, right? This is my timeline, all right? But now, the only way you're going to see somebody retweet something, you got to go up here, you got to go past replies, and you got to go to repost. And that's where you can see people repost. So this is not on my timeline. It's on a timeline on a tab. It's so dumb. Why not put it on my timeline where I post stuff? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Listen, those of you saying all you got to do is click replies, repost, you're the reason why we No, I'm not going to be mean. I was going to say something really mean. I was going to say something really, really mean. I really are. Okay. Here's my thing. I put retweets on my posts, so when you come to my Twitter page, you see my posts as well as what I repost. It's stupid to put it in its own category. It's dumb as F to do that. Why do you have to go through extra steps instead of just going through my entire timeline? It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. And look, my prize joy, the highlight highlights. Look at what they did with the highlights. Do you understand? My trophies are on my highlights. Look, every time I go after somebody, it's on my highlights. And now those highlights, you gotta click. They're hidden, actually. They're actually hidden. The highlights used to be right here. It used to be your post. It used to be your posts, replies, highlights, likes, and media. Or no, media likes, right? But for those of you who see your own likes. Now, you don't even have any of that. Oh, they took the likes away too. Look, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's dumb. It's stupid. I can't stand it. And another thing they have done is, I told you what I don't like is that they don't notify you of everybody who responds to your tweet. Sometimes people talk shit to me and I don't know it. I don't know they're doing it. So I literally have to go to the actual tweet of mine and scroll down the replies to see who everybody is saying instead of looking at my notifications. Twitter is unbearable, dude. But it's okay. I mean, I'm done. For some reason, I grew so much. I don't know why. These people need to unsubscribe or unfollow. Because once this calms down, well, let me not say that. Because I was quiet until the whole Andrew and Candace Owens thing, right? Once that started coming off, I was like, oh, here is my time to shine, baby. Here is my opportunity to come after these heifers and that chain smoking chimney. I still can't believe after you provided receipts stating he's not in the military, all of his submissive simps still try to defend it. They have to defend their king. It's just like the tape people or the tape men are going to defend Andrew. You got to understand, you have some people who don't have self-esteem, and these influencers are their gods. So they have to defend their god. They have to defend their deity. There's nothing you can say that's going to ever change that. You just ignore these people. Okay? You just ignore them. And so when that happens, just move on. Because I never, ever will try to convince somebody who's a Crucible follower and Rachel Wilson defender that, hey, these are awful people. There you go, Brittany. They are rabid. They're very rabid. So don't worry about them. Just ignore them. Just move on. These people have nothing else better to do but worship their deities, which is these people. So there's that. So, all right. By the way, I laughed so much when I sent you the dog video. I automatically was thinking about Wizard Liz when I watched one of those dogs videos. It's not that hard to prove. I follow someone who's serving. Yeah, it's not that you're trying to prove them. It's just that you guys got to stop throwing pearls to swine. You got to stop. Exactly. Like Lily said, they're just like groypers. You got to stop throwing pearls to swine. You'll never convince these people no matter what. So don't waste your time with these people. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for coming by. I started 15 minutes late because I wanted to make sure I had all these receipts. And there's that. I hope you enjoyed the show and expect more videos to be coming out next week. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I appreciate your presence, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, taters.